Hi again, guys, welcome back. I am just going back on live again in my Uber. Just had a quick little break to do a couple of errands, including buying some new expensive boots. Oh my goodness, these are solid, but oh, they're expensive. But I'll have warm, dry feet. One thing I cannot stand is wet feet. Oh, wet feet are awful and uncomfortable. So these will keep me dry. Oh, we got a ride already. And this name I do not even know how to pronounce. Something I enjoy doing is looking at the name. And wow, this is a really interesting name. I'm trying to determine what I can ascertain about this person before I meet them. Who they are, what their background is, a few different things like that. But we're just a minute out here, pulling up to pick them up. Again, just a reminder, if I do need to deke out, I will let you guys know, and I'll come back on in installment 3, I guess. But let's find out here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
You're finishing work.
Pardon?
You're finishing work, it looks like.
Just right, finishing
That
work.
is amazing. Hey, listen, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I do have a live stream going on. I wanted you to know, because you're off camera, but if you wanted me to protect your voice, I'm happy to turn it off or whatever. Awesome. Fantastic. I don't know how to say your name.
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Yep.
It is the most interesting Kelsey spelling I've ever had.
Thank you. It's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Yes.
The way you guys spell words is so, like, I see it and I'm like, I'm gonna need help on this one.
No, a lot of them are like Germanic.
Please use your seatbelt for your
so
safety.
they're all going to be Germanish, kind of.
Gotcha.
Danish is going to be the closest towards it.
Gotcha.
Other than like the Belgium and all the ancient other Germanic languages.
And you're from there?
No, I'm from Canada.
Oh, you are?
My mom's family is from Norway.
So, were you the last one in your kindergarten class to learn how to spell your name?
No, I was the first.
Oh my goodness, you had to work hard at it then.
Yep.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yep. I was proud about that.
Well, it's even more noteworthy if you had like people in your class who have simple names like Tom or Anna or something like
Yep.
that. Oh man.
Yeah, I think my most was 4 people in my class was named Ryan.
Okay.
So it was just plain Jane simple for them.
Yep. Sometimes people get it. Okay, here's the perception though. It seems like in life there are, by contrast, people who have simpler problems until you realize from their vantage point it's a whole different like game altogether, right? So yeah.
That is true.
Well,
I mean, my proudest point is getting called Mr. Hilton by my 3rd grade teachers.
Mr. Hilton?
Yep.
Is that your last name?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I was proud about that.
That's amazing. And then all you have to do is respond and say, yeah, we own the Hilton family of hotels.
Oh yeah. No, we've done that quite a bit.
Oh, you have?
Same as Paris Hilton.
Oh, that's right. She's my cousin, you know.
Yep.
We get together every year. Yeah.
My favorite thing was before I started working there, and I was working at a place down in Okotoks, I would have my name tag on. People would ask me, how do I say my name? I was like, oh yeah, no, it's like Tom.
I love that.
And then
I love
you
that.
just stand there silently for about 5 seconds. And then just, what? And,
That's well done. Well done.
So beautiful.
Are you an only child?
No, I have 2 other siblings.
And do they have simple sounding but interestingly named or spelled names?
Nope.
No.
Autumn.
Okay.
Yep.
You're the unique one then.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I am.
Are you the youngest or the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. I can't relate to you. I'm the oldest.
Oh yeah.
I'm the oldest of 12.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. No, not
Okay.
12. But half of 12 is 6. So the oldest is 6. You know, if I start off with something outrageous, then when I actually tell the number, they're like, all right, that's not so bad. Because 6 already is, for many people, like
Whoa.
a lot, right?
Yeah. No. What was it? My cousins up in WT have quite I think 5.
Okay.
siblings. So
Okay.
They're on your reach there.
I see. Now the difference in age between me and my youngest sister, take a guess.
The difference.
Yeah, in age.
Oh, in age. 6 years.
No. Okay, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
22.
Really?
Seriously. Same mom and dad too. Isn't that crazy? I know. She's the most amazing. Yeah. She's the one that all the siblings love. Now, in my family, when I moved here, it was just me and my 2 brothers.
Okay.
Then in my teens, my mom and dad had like 3 more, and into my 20s, of course, with the baby sister coming in. But no, it was, I don't know, it's just one of those really cool experiences growing up with them and seeing how, like, they're grown-ups now.
Mm-hmm.
My baby sister is like 22 now, and yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Yeah.
Well, you know, my oldest sister is 28, so we're all 4 years apart
Okay.
from each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do here now?
I'm just working at a metal treatment shop. So I just treat metal. So
Oh, okay.
it's like if you burn welds on any kind of metal,
Yeah.
I clean it up.
I see.
Yeah. It's supposed to make it last longer in the
I
field.
see. Does that entail like polishing as well too?
So it would stereotypically go pickling,
Yeah.
sandblasting, painting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
The painting is supposed to be a coat for the sandblasting.
Yeah.
The sandblasting is supposed to cover up. I honestly don't know. I don't
Gotcha.
sandblast.
Yeah.
But the pickling is supposed to cover up any corrosion, burn marks, just plain Jane dirtiness.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. This is like a trade, isn't it?
Yes and no. It is part of a trade.
Okay.
It is its like whole own entire like specialty thing.
Really?
Yep. But if you work in any kind of like metal fabrication shop,
Yeah.
they also might just do it on their own, depending
Gotcha.
on the scale.
I see.
Our scale is more of like gas compressions, so a stereotypical shop won't buy 20 tons, let's just say, give or take.
Yeah.
Right, I know it's, I think we have 5,400 gallons,
Okay.
something around there,
Okay.
for our tub that
Yeah.
we dip our spools into.
Gotcha.
But a stereotypical shop would not do a 20-foot spool, right? So we are the ones that do those.
Gotcha. I used to work in a welding shop once.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
I enjoyed it. Like, good company, good people I worked with.
Yep.
I learned a lot. So here's the thing. Tradespeople to me seem to be the kind of people who enjoy working with their hands.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. So it's like a fish out of water, basically.
Well, I mean, in my backpack, right?
Yeah.
I have, was it amateur ham radio?
Okay.
Book. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, because well, the job's a very slow process.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
once it's in the acid, we can't really do anything.
Right.
It's in the acid.
Yeah.
It has to legally be in the acid for a certain amount of time.
Sure
and
enough.
ours is like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So unless we have to clean up the shop, we sit down and
Gotcha.
unless you want to go deep diving into acid,
No.
the welds yourself.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
let it
Just let it
sit there.
finish the process. Yeah.
Bring it out, clean it off.
Okay. So you have time then.
Yeah, like I have time to do
Whatever.
Like, yeah.
And so this ham radio in your backpack is like your hobby.
Yeah.
That's
Instead of
amazing.
SDR, software defined radios.
Okay. This is unusual in my, like, as I'm listening to you. I'm saying this is unusual because in some sense, this is the kind of thing that, old people do.
Yeah. Oh, no, it really is.
I know.
It really is.
And you're like in your 20s. Yeah.
I'm just doing it.
Wow. That's
you
amazing.
You learn actually quite a bit from it.
Yeah.
From anything from like basic electrical theory
Yeah.
to radio propagation, how you use a whole lot more concerning radio and electromagnetic waves
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Primarily because that's what radio is.
That's amazing, bro.
Right?
Oh
so
my
it's,
goodness.
It's like it's just really, honestly, it's not that bad to learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, it's practically communications. So everything, even Wi-Fi, really,
Yeah.
is radio.
Okay.
And all,
The waves that are
all radio waves.
Yeah.
Unless it's through a cable.
And as I understand it, it's just the distance or the height or like the
For which one? Sorry.
For all
the
days,
different
yeah.
kinds of,
The
waves.
waves.
Like Wi-Fi, AM, FM and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
No, so this the speed
Yeah.
is primarily what the frequency is, so that's what your hertz is.
Okay.
So how fast the wave goes is dependent on how, not necessarily necessarily how strong the wave is, but how far, not far the ground is.
Gotcha.
But if it's like line of sight, for example, it gets to where it needs to go quicker.
Okay.
For data transmission, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
While if you want to go, like, for example, AM radio, you would choose a lot larger of a wave, which is going to be slow.
Right.
So the higher the frequency is, the slower, not slower, sorry, the smaller.
Smaller. Okay. The shallower? No.
Not necessarily. They are a little bit thinner, right? But they're primarily smaller. And that stops them from penetrating a lot more.
I see.
Right? Because they have just a larger surface area to cover, while the smaller ones don't. So it's like, I explained that terribly. Yeah.
I'm following along though. Okay, here's the funny story though. The funny story is, this is probably about 15 years ago. My siblings and I got together to get our dad a gift. And we were going to get him a shortwave radio. Why? Because he is so into world news. Like, he loves like tuning into all the stations all over.
Yeah.
And so we thought, let's get him like a really decent shortwave radio. So we went with this brand called Grundig, which you're probably familiar with. And this is like the top of the line. This thing was like a shortwave radio on steroids. And it was really expensive, but we pitched in together. We got Dad this really souped up shortwave radio so he could keep in touch with like all the channels from all around the world, basically. However, what happened was then the internet came into being, and he never ended up using it. So we have this glorified shortwave radio just sitting on our like shelf.
Can you get FM?
Yes.
If you can get FM, if he wants to just listen to the video, the weather numbers. I'm tuned into 162, I think it's 0.4.
The thing is, he lives in BC though.
Oh,
would that be
it'll work in BC? It's a weather radio channel.
Oh, no way.
Right?
Okay.
And it'll do practically all of the province that's the closest to.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right?
So just
they're allocated signals, right? So like they're allocated frequencies.
Yeah.
And no matter what, it's the same as in America. It's just depending on which one's closest to you.
Gotcha. So it just taps into that one.
Yeah, it's just like the closest one to us is
what's it called again?
162.
What's it? 162.4. Got it. I'll remember that. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How and why did you get into this as enthusiastically as you have? Because I could see that you're really into this.
Well, I bought like a small software-defined radio.
Yeah.
Primarily because like you can tune into more communications than just FM AM.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, this is actually really cool. And then I realized that it's a lot more complicated than it seems. And then I just kind of grew into it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a brilliant job that enables you to still facilitate your hobby.
Yep.
This is the
that's the beauty about that job.
And so you're rarely ever bored.
Not there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if there's stuff to do in the shop, rather than focusing on that, I'll focus on stuff to do around the shop.
Sure enough.
Right? If we need to pickle something, focus on the pickle.
Away you go. Exactly. Yeah.
But if we have nothing to do, pick up a book.
I love it. So I have this concept that I've done for years in my jobs that I choose to do. I call it like my no-brainer job. So my no-brainer job is it's the kind of work for me whereby I can check out like mentally, because I can still get the job done because I know how to do it, and I can like listen to my audiobooks or podcasts because I love learning, and so that's why I call my no. He's the same way too, right?
Yeah.
But you found this beautiful one where you not only do the job, but then you can also have downtime in the midst of the job and do your thing.
Yeah, because like what was it, like I can, in the study guide I could probably do like two parts with like either like modules or chapters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then just close the book, and then if we're doing something, help them do it, we'll do it. Then I'll go back to reading the book.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, it's about to stop.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I get home.
Yeah.
And then I'll just do what I learned at home. Because like I said, I had that next to that.
Yeah.
So other than that, I have like a little breadboard to help me learn the basic electrical theories, like series and crap.
Basically on your own.
Yep.
That's impressive, bro. I was so impressed. And I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot of people do. Not a whole lot of people do.
Does that mean you're not into gaming then, the way most of your peers are? Or you
I
are?
play with my peers.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's really the only time. Like, there's gonna be a few on occasion every weekend, maybe, that I'll play.
Yeah.
But not really during the week.
Gotcha. That's fair.
Gotta keep it focused.
Yeah. Where do you hope to see all this go? Because I mean, you're like acquiring skills, you're investing time and energy into it.
Well, according to like the certificate license,
Yeah.
you can only theoretically build, operate, and like, manufacture from like actual manufactured kits.
Okay.
So people not from me.
Yeah.
It can't be from like a basic amateur.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. If I was more of an advanced amateur, then yes. However, that's a little bit beyond my league at the moment. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, I can basically operate, maintain, install, and build any kind of manufactured kit that's professional.
Okay.
So not by a basic operator.
Gotcha. So a hobby, like I'm thinking about hobbies now. One of the hobbies that I'm looking forward to getting into, but I don't have any access to quite yet, is what is called paramotoring. Are you familiar with that? Paramotoring is where you've got this backpack. It's like a motor on a backpack with a big fan, and so you start that motor up, and then you've got you've got a parachute laid out behind you, and you just take a few quick runs, and it blows air into that parachute, and within a couple of feet you're up in the air flying. It's I love flying. Love flying.
My friend is a pilot.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in flight school.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's an option I don't know I'll have for a while, but this is more accessible. It's expensive still. It's like probably like 20 grand to get into. Yeah,
Really?
I know. Yeah. But I mean, you need good quality gear and also good training as well too.
Yeah, soon you're gonna be flying in the air with a parachute.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough.
I watched.
I'm scared of heights.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I'm scared of heights. No, I don't think I am. As long as I know there's security. If I'm falling, then I'm freaked out. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like the subtle realization people are falling.
Yep. Yeah, so I love flying, and one day I want to get into that and just, I don't know, on my own go, I don't know, for a trip to Banff, experience like so much that way. Man, yeah, that's one day.
I've only been to Banff a couple times.
Really?
Yeah. What was it? I've been to the ice caves down by
I've heard of these ones here, yes.
Bragg Creek more than I have been to Banff.
Are you not from Calgary?
I'm from just a little bit down south.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm from BC myself. Yeah.
Nice.
That's where I grew up for the most part.
Do you guys come? Why did you guys come here? It's not that cheap.
Actually, so my family still lives there.
Oh, okay.
I came out here to finish my grad studies. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then I said, I like it here and I want to stay here. I think it's beautiful here, so.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I mean, at least you got the mountains.
I know. When I hear people.
20 kilometers.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, east.
Even the view, like from here, we can still see the mountains. I think that's just so epic. I keep seeing these cars in the ditch and I just think, oh, they're having a rough day. You know, this morning was such a surprise for everyone with the snow.
Yeah. Well, because we also started early so that we can get our night times.
How early?
6.
Oh, good.
We start at 6.
Yeah.
So I have to wake up a little bit.
3, 5, yeah, okay.
But what was it? The cars on the right.
Yeah.
Just got completely stuck on the hill by Sigma.
Seriously.
They got stuck there.
Oh,
But
that's
then
painful.
I get to work, we turn on the radio.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we just hear that buses are just stopping everywhere. People are getting car crashes left, right,
Oh,
center.
man. That first snowfall is often like the most challenging one, I think. Eventually people kind of get used to like the new dynamic, but until then it's pretty harsh out there. Yeah. Okay, so I told you one of my hobbies. The other hobby, it's not really a hobby. I would say this is more like one of my missions, and that's why I love doing the live stream as well too. I like exploring the theme of integrity. We've got about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Do you want to take a quick, I call it the Binteger game. Are you in for a quick question? just to get some ideas on this theme of integrity. And I like this theme just because it's one of those, Kelsey, that I wish I'd had access to when I was younger, but I didn't. So that's why I like doing it now. Okay, so today's question that we're exploring is, in your perspective, what's the difference between integrity and authenticity? Oh, okay. Have you heard of the word authenticity?
Authenticity?
Yeah. Okay, then let me tell you, it's one of the words that a lot of people like to talk about today. To be authentic means...
Oh, authentic.
Yeah,
sorry, okay.
that's okay.
I thought you said authentic.
Oh, that's a weird word, yeah. That's okay.
No,
Authenticity. Authenticity.
And integrity.
By the way, I like that you're like, I don't know what that is. That's kind of like authenticity on this way. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was about to say, because it's like just being real.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the primary thing.
Yes.
Straight. It's like,
Straight up.
I mean, granted, don't be too much.
Right.
So,
right.
But to be authentic.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can have integrity and where or you can be authentic. Like, what was it, my boss?
Yeah.
Down at my shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's the same exact thing. Like, he'll be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
But he will say it as it is.
I see.
Like,
oh, I see. So he's respectful while being truthful.
Yep.
That's...
Yeah, because what was it, at our shop?
Yeah.
What was it, one of the people we do pickle for?
Yeah.
Recently just got a whole entire driver. And we don't know if he's new or not.
Yeah.
They just kind of plopped into us, right?
Okay.
And my boss is like looking at the way he like makes sure that like the load is strapped in.
Yeah.
And he's like, What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like I have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? And then he looks at the guy, he was like, I don't know about you, man.
Yeah.
But personally what I would do is I would make sure that the belly wrap, and you would tell him how to wrap things. Right?
I see.
He did that, I think, for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then after that, he looked at the guy and he was like, okay, look, I'll give you 2 weeks of me trying to help you out and trying to make sure you strap this correctly. Sure. Right?
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Yeah.
I can't control you, I don't control you.
Yeah.
But I am trying to help you out.
Right.
If you don't take my advice, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to question what you do every time. Right? Because what you're doing is either A, you're lazy, or B, you don't know what you're doing. And it's one of the two. Yeah. Right? And if you're going to be lazy, I want to make sure you're corrected. If you're not lazy and you don't know what you're doing, I want to make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, he won't sit there and call the person like a whole entire blab and retard because of it.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, hey man, you're not doing this right.
Something's
like,
missing here, yeah.
Right? Like, he won't sugarcoat it, he won't nothing. He will just be direct.
Love it.
Still trying to be, have integrity about it. Still trying to make sure that he's not hurting you that bad, right? He's not being so honest and truthful.
Yeah, Yeah, because you can be real and be a douchebag.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, 155%.
And the contrast with your boss you're describing is he was being respectful while being real. Saying, hey, I'm going to be straight up with you, but I'm also going to treat you with decency.
Yeah, I'll treat you with decency because you either don't know what you're doing, or B, you should just learn what you're doing.
Sure.
I will try to help you with that. Sure. Right? Like, we had another driver. Yeah. We spent maybe about 40 minutes trying to get him to back into the truck. His truck with a trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we were trying to do.
Wow, yeah.
He spent 45 minutes. Yeah. Then he got out of the truck, he looked at my boss and was like, hey, can you just drive it? He was like, okay. He backed it in right away. Right? Yeah. Because he was a tow truck driver beforehand.
Once upon a time,
so he knows how to
do that. Navigate,
drive all that. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So he was trying to flag the guy. He's like, hey, come back, go straight, do this, do that. But the guy wasn't following right. Yeah. I don't know.
Inexperienced.
Right? Yep, inexperienced, right? Yeah. The guy had his license. Yeah. He knew that. Yeah. But the fact that it took him 45 minutes. He was still in and out, ropes, 5 times in the same spot. Yeah. Yeah. No, the guy's just gonna. The guy's just gonna be like, okay, I can't do it. You do it for me. And my boss was like, hey, you know what? If that's the way you want to do it, we'll do it like that. And within like 10 minutes, he did it. So.
Sounds like a good guy to be in business with.
Yes and no. I mean, there's definitely some moments where like even he slips up and I can catch it.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, flag like a forklift, for example, because we have one of those.
Yeah.
I don't touch.
Yeah.
No, legally I can't.
Yeah. Until you have training.
Yeah. Until I have training.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But he does.
Yeah.
So he drives it around from time to time.
Sure.
Or whenever we have something small enough that requires the forklift.
Right.
But and then what else does he control? He controls primarily all of the washing.
Okay.
Because it is a 2000 psi hot seat gun. Oh yeah, no, it's like steaming, burning hot.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And I'm not that big.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
if that thing flails on me, it flails on me, and I'm getting either steam to the face or steaming hot pipe to the face.
That's
So it's one of the two, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Right. So he handles the washing.
Yeah.
And then I check, make sure that we didn't miss any spots on either A, the vessel, or B, the pipe.
Sure enough.
And then if none of that happens, if none of that like appears, so like any corrosion marks, any missed acid marks, things like that, we say okay, we dry it off. If it, depending on the metal, so if it's carbon steel, you have to actually oil it. Yeah. So that nothing else actually. So when they sandblast it, I should say, nothing gets in. They don't sandblast stainless steel because it actually wrecks the stainless steel. Oh, okay. It's a lot softer than carbon.
Oh, I see. Okay. Just the composite material that's.
Yeah, because stainless steel, if I'm correct, is 25% carbon.
Oh, okay. Late teens, early 20s, and. Surprising element is he, for a hobby, is into like ham radio or like those what do they call them, like I think it's called ham radio, like the old-fashioned radios where you're tuning in all around on. I don't understand much of it, so I'm not even going to pretend, but that's what he's into, which is so cool, and he's a really neat guy. It was a good conversation. I was asking him a little bit about what, in his perspective, I'm gonna do a tag team with today's question into tomorrow because we only had a few hours today, and tomorrow I'm gonna endeavor to have a longer live stream. However, to kind of cross that over, we're just gonna go a little more and do that today's question tomorrow. Today's question is, what is the difference between integrity and authenticity? It's one of the questions I really enjoy posing. You might have seen it on previous videos. It's one of those that I keep on bringing up because there just seems to be such a close tie to them and some nuances that need to be sorted out while ascertaining what that difference is. But no, it's really, really neat. And his thoughts were, he gave an example with his boss and how his boss will help coworkers who aren't quite getting the job that's necessary for them to do, and the way that he communicates it to them, he says he's straight up, which is the authenticity piece, but then he's also respectful in the way that he challenges and tries to help those he's working with come up to speed with the requirements of the job. And so I thought that was really neat insight, because it's that contrast of being straight up real with respectfulness. So being real and being respectful. And I think I agree. Like that's a more streamlined response to that nuanced question of the difference between authenticity and integrity. And you may be wondering why integrity is so important. At least for me to talk about and bring up in conversation. And I'd say for me, it's a huge topic because in the absence of living with it, we make a lot of decisions and mistakes along the way that are unfortunate, and I think we rob ourselves of enjoying a much better quality of life when we're in that zone of living without integrity. Like there's just so much discord, there's so much division on the inside. We feel so torn apart because we're saying things and doing things in ways that conflict with each other, and that I think that just does a number on us in essence, right? So that's why I feel this is a really important conversation, and why I feel my mission in life is to come alongside and encourage, inspire young men, of which I once was, to consider what it could look like and feel like for us to say, I want to walk in integrity. I want to commit to a life where my choices and my actions align with the values that I espouse. And so that's why it's a big deal, and that's why I really appreciate this opportunity to do that. And that's what's fueling a lot of my engagement in this zone in such a way that it whets my appetite. We're just a minute away from picking up my next rider. I refrain from mentioning the rider's name still, because I'm still trying to process and understand what consent looks like, and I don't want to say anything that could identify them until they feel like it's okay to, or until they've given me permission to do so, in essence. One of the fun parts of this job is I get to see so many new hemispheres of our city and go to places that I never really would have any business going to. So it's really, really cool. But we're just about to pick up my next rider. Now again, if like when I do pick them up, I rarely engage with you guys. So you might be asking questions and so on. I may not respond because I'm in the moment with my rider per se. But yeah, that's kind of part of that. There's a toddler in this one here, so I won't show on my other cameras. But here we are. Hello, how are you both? Welcome here. May I grab the door for you? Come on in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your favorite color? Your nails? Purple, I like it. And blue and red. What's your name, by the way? Nice to meet you, Reese. I'm Bingy. Hello, hello. Hey, I just wanted you to know I have a live stream going on. You're not on camera, so you won't be like on the internet or anything like that, and especially with a young one like that.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure that's okay with you as well. Nice to meet you as well. I'm Binyam.
Nice to meet you.
Reese, can I guess what you were doing here? I'm gonna guess that you, in this building, were riding a horse. Was I close? No? Oh man, I'm gonna turn around here so I don't have to go all the way around that way. Let me see if I can guess again. Can I guess again? All right, so you weren't riding a horse. I know you were not riding an elephant in there, because that would be silly. There aren't any elephants outside of the zoo. Okay, so this is a gray building with blue on it. I know what you were doing now. I don't know. I don't think you were doing that. I was about to say you were having a pie eating contest, because your mouth is still full of something.
There's candy from home.
Oh, is that so? It's the healthy kind of candy, right? The healthy candy.
It's donut candy.
Oh my goodness, they have such a thing?
Sugar on
Okay, the sugar is really healthy for you, right? At least your taste buds like it though, right? And your mouth is pretty happy that you're eating it. All right, so you weren't having a pie eating contest. You weren't riding a horse. Okay, we're on a ski hill. Were you going skiing inside there? No, that's pretty silly. Okay. Am I getting close though? Oh man. Okay, let me see if I can get. How many more guesses do I get? Oh, this is gonna be a long ride. Okay. All right. So if you weren't doing that, you were reading a dictionary inside there. Was I close? Okay. Not reading a dictionary. How about you were teaching teachers how to teach kindergartners? That was very specific, wasn't it?
Not close to home.
Okay. I don't think you were doing anything like gymnastics in there. That's a silly guess.
I was doing gymnastics.
What? No way! Oh my goodness! I was like, you couldn't have been doing gymnastics, and here you're telling me you were doing gymnastics?
Because I'm 5.
Oh my goodness. And 5 comes after 4, right?
No.
Oh, how does that work? 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go. I'm good at this, don't you worry. Oh, so you're doing gymnastics at 5 years old. What kind of stuff can you do in gymnastics?
Cartwheel.
Oh, I can do a cartwheel too, you know. But do you know what I can't do? I cannot do a handstand.
I do that handstand.
How you can do a handstand? Like all by yourself? When I try to do a handstand, I have to do it against the wall because otherwise I'd fall over it on the other side. Yeah, that would be a disaster. I don't like falling. How long have you been doing gymnastics for? Is this your first year? You've been doing it for a while? Okay. And to do gymnastics, you have to be really flexible, right? I am not flexible. I can't even do the splits.
I can do the splits.
You can do the splits? I've heard.
Center splits.
Oh my. Okay. What other kind of splits are there?
Center split.
Yeah.
And the others.
I see. Okay. What's your gymnastics teacher's name?
Sarah.
Is she pretty good too? Has she always been your teacher?
Not always.
Not always. See, I had other teachers as well.
I had another teacher on the other side of the curtains.
Okay.
And then I went to Tumble Star.
I see. So if I came to your class, would I be the biggest kid there? Although, I'm not a kid though, am I? I would be the biggest grown up there.
There's more grown-ups there.
Are you serious? And do they take classes too? Are there any grown-ups in your class? Oh no, okay. So your class, is it only for girls or girls and boys?
Just girls.
Oh, okay. Are there any boys that you've seen taking gymnastics? Okay. You know what I'm gonna do one day too?
What?
I have 2 girls and 1 boy. And my girls like to take dance lessons, like ballet lessons.
I do ballet.
You do a lot of stuff. So when I was watching them do ballet, I noticed there was no boys in her ballet class. And so do you know what I told her I would do? I told her one day I'm gonna sign up for ballet classes. But I'm not wearing a tutu.
Yes.
Nope. I draw the line at this. Do you know what I'm gonna wear? I'm gonna wear a bow tie. Just like I'm wearing now. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have a brother.
Is he bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
So he's older than you are.
He's 8.
8 years old? Oh my goodness. So he's, how many years older than you is he?
I'm 5 and he's 8.
So how many years between 5 and 8? Do you know? I think it's, let's count it. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so it's 3 years difference. He's 3 years older than you are, right? Does he do any sports?
He does soccer, and my dad's the coach for his soccer.
Oh my goodness, okay.
And he does.
I used to play soccer once upon a time, but I was not a coach. I was a referee. Do you go to his soccer games? Sometimes. Does he come to your ballet recitals?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it's kind of like you guys support each other then, right? I like it. Reese, I forgot your name again. Can you tell me? No, I meant, Reese, I forgot what your name is, and I wanted to know if you could remind me your name again.
You said my name.
Yeah, are you being silly? Wait, no, let me see if I can say it again, Reese. I forgot. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying.
Say Reese.
No, that is silly. Oh my. Let's pretend I didn't say that, okay? Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that.
Huge skeleton.
That was a little goofy. Well, I'm glad to have had a little chance to talk to you today. Thanks for telling me about your ballet and your gymnastics.
You said, would I ride a horse in there?
I know. Now that I think about it, that was a really silly guess too. Because like horses, I mean, you could ride a horse inside there, I'm sure, but it wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't be the best, would it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just a little further. Nice to meet you both. You're so welcome. Hope to see you guys again.
Bye bye. you're so silly by saying reese.
Terrible. See you soon. Bye.
Silly.
I know. That was fun. I usually like to make sure they're inside the door before I pull away, especially for women, right? It's one of those, I don't know, it used to be a thing, I think, once upon a time when women, when you're dropping a woman off, that he would just wait to make sure she made it inside her place of residence, right? Just for the safety feature. So it's one of those elements I've incorporated into my Uber driving. But yeah, it's fun when I get to have kids in the car as well too. I used to work with kids for a long time, and working especially with the younger ones has been most impacting on me as a person, because in that age range, they are, I don't know, they still see the simplicity in the world and the fun and the joy that could be had. And it's impacted me because I take that simplicity as often as I can into adulthood and try to have similar fun with other adults as well in that simple zone, right? So yeah, it's fun when I get to have kids in the car as well. Another component I was just reflecting, I'm just going to share thoughts with you guys while I'm driving in between rides here. There's no one who's queued up for a ride yet, but another thing that another reason I should say why I wanted to do the live stream like this is because in so doing this I can also I guess give a model of what an Uber ride could look and feel like. I've come to understand from feedback from many of my riders that the experience they have in my Uber is quite unique in a good way. And to that end, they really relish and enjoy the experience. So I want to show you what I do and how I do it. And in so doing, hopefully, maybe other drivers who are watching can also say, oh, that's interesting, or maybe it might give them confidence to, you know, extend themselves a little bit more in the context of this job so that it becomes a lot of fun. Additionally, it also could inspire you guys when you take Ubers to strive for experiencing something similar where you get moments with these individuals whom you've never met, and so hanging out with them, you might be able to learn more about them, but also experience that connection that comes about when we are willing to, I don't know, see someone and say, I see your existence and it's worthwhile, right? So that's what I find compelling. I'm currently driving through a really pretty neighborhood. This neighborhood, it's one of the unique ones in our city where there's a lot of community engagement within this small area, and they do a lot of events together, and there's just this element of cohesiveness in this area. It's really cool. Alright, so let's see where I'm going to go here. I'm about 2 minutes away from my next pickup. This name looks familiar. I wonder if I've picked this person up before. I don't know, but we'll find out. Okay. I've got 2 more hours on the clock here. Now I can stop driving whenever I want, but I usually like giving a full shift, a full drive in the context of my ride. So to that end, yeah, I'm gonna drive for a couple more hours. Again, just so you guys know, if my rider does not want to, like, they're not going to be on the camera for sure, but if they don't want to be online, then I will, if they don't want to be online, then I will stop the live stream just to honor their wishes, and then I'll come back on again. And there's a way that I've put the codes for so you understand where I'm at when you're watching the recording later, and that is it'll be the date. Like today's the 18th of November, so it'll be 11/18. This is the second round of recordings or live streaming that I'm doing, so it'll be /02 right now. But if I stop it again, then I'll do 03 afterwards, basically. So that's what I'm planning to do with all that. Yeah, we'll see how this experiment evolves. Like I say, there's a bit of risk in this, but I'm trying to watch the areas of primary concern carefully to make sure that I am respecting people's privacy. That's a really big deal for me as I do this. I only like featuring those who have given me enthusiastic consent, and I watch for that enthusiastic component because I think that's important as well. All right, another neighborhood here that I have not been to for a very long time, but it's kind of fun having the reason of we're coming back into these areas. I think this is gonna ride here. Maybe not. Maybe not him, no. Oftentimes I don't know who I'm picking up, so I'm kind of like scanning and seeing who's looking at a phone, and it looks like they're waiting. Yeah, we'll see. While I wait, I'm just going to turn around here. Here we are. All right, now we wait. Oh, here's the person. Okay. Hello, darling. You must be my ride.
It is, yes. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Biniam. I want to give you a quick heads up, by the way. I am doing a live stream.
Heck yeah.
But I want to honor your privacy as well, too.
Yeah.
So if you're not comfortable with being on live stream, I'm happy to stop it as well.
I'm honestly probably going to be just really quiet and be on
That's
my phone. I'm
okay.
really
Absolutely.
tired today.
I would love to accommodate that. Thank you for letting me know.
Heck yeah.
Yes. My name is Biniam, by the way.
Heck yeah, I'm Ajax.
Nice to meet you, dear. We'll be about 2 hours before we get to our destination. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That would suck.
I know. I tease. No, we'll be there in about 15 minutes. Carry on, though, darling.
I was trying so hard to get out of work today.
Oh, darn it. And it didn't work out.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to go.
I was going to say, if you're heading to work, I'm already feeling for you.
I got this. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Not a problem.
4-hour shifts, 6 hour, 8 hour?
8 hours.
Yay.
But no worries.
Okay. At least you got to sleep in.
A little bit. A little bit. I did a bunch of chores this morning.
Oh,
so,
you did? Okay.
yeah.
You were productive in adulting.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Fun.
Okay.
I didn't realize it actually snowed this much today.
Were your errands at home?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did
so you
most
didn't
of my
have to-
cleaning at home. I was like, I'm not going out today. I'm like, I know it snowed, but I didn't know it snowed this much.
It wasn't expected, Ashley, was it? No. And I know that because I've seen quite a few cars who are having bad days on the side of the road.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. That first snowfall, however, it's been a long time coming, right? Like,
Very true.
it
yeah.
has been pretty epic for like a fall.
Exactly right. It's
Yeah.
been really nice.
I think it just got to the point where we just stopped holding our breath, really, right?
Yep, exactly. I was
Yeah.
like, when is it gonna happen?
Yeah. This poor person in front of us is going to scare a lot of motorists with their backup camera on, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Some of the stop sign are like, no, don't back up.
Right. I I just moved into this place like 2 months ago, so I'm still like getting used to it. So this is the first time I've seen like this whole area being covered in snow, and it's so pretty. It makes me so happy.
So you like winter?
I try to like winter.
Okay. You make your peace with winter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. I love summer because I like spend all my time outside. So like in the winter, I'm like, okay, just gonna hang out inside, I guess.
So this area here, there are a few neighborhoods in this city that I think have similar themes or vibes, and this is one of those too, especially just, I don't know, there's just a sense of like engagement community-wise. It's
definitely.
Yeah.
I've only been in that place for 2 months, but like I already know like most of my neighbors. Whereas at my last place, I barely knew like anybody.
Oh, I see.
So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty nice. Did you get a place by yourself or like?
No, I'm living with a couple of roommates. Yeah, and my partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you have a place by yourself, you're doing really amazing.
Oh my gosh.
In this economy, I know.
Someday soon.
Yes.
Manifesting it.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll appreciate it a lot more then, right? You're just getting a lot of like experience to say this is why this matters.
Exactly.
I do hope it happens though, because honestly, yeah, it's a tough thing out there right now.
Definitely. Yeah, we were looking for like 1-bedroom apartments, and we were like, I don't know if that's gonna happen yet.
Yeah.
We're both not working like full time.
Yep.
We're close to full time, but not quite, because you know how companies are. Like,
Sure, I know.
Full-time, but
just so they don't have to pay you.
Exactly.
Or look after your benefits and stuff.
Exactly, the dreaded benefits.
Yeah. That's the part that really makes me disillusioned in business, right?
Definitely.
Thankfully, we're not in like Vancouver or Toronto dynamic, right? But
not for me. When I was younger, I was like, oh, maybe I'll move to like Vancouver.
Yep.
Oh, I'm good. Calgary's big enough now.
Are you originally from here?
I am, yeah.
Oh, cool. Did you ever move away?
No, I literally have lived in the same house my entire life.
Wow.
These last 2 months.
Until you moved. So this is like your first big move.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's been quite an adjustment, but like a good adjustment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're moving up into independence even though you have lesser options.
Exactly.
Is that a fair way to say it?
Yeah, definitely.
I get that. But then you moved in with your partner on your first time moving out. So that's another unique experience too.
Exactly. It's been good. It's been really good.
Okay. How long have you guys been together for?
This December it'll be 8.5 years.
Seriously? Yeah. That's no small chunk of change.
Yeah. We've been together since 9th grade.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know, right?
No, that's awesome. Huh.
We're just little kiddos. We have like little selfies from when we were in 9th grade. I'm like, oh my god, we were so little.
Wow, that's really sweet.
I know, right? He's my favorite.
That's awesome. I can hear it. Okay, as the one who is gaining insights for good relationships, what's been your guys' secret for 8 years?
Communication. Oh my god.
Okay. Did that come naturally though, or like no?
Therapy and communication.
So therapy was
yeah.
So therapy kind of gave you the ammunition to engage.
Definitely, 100%. Like I think
for you yourself personally, or for both of y'all?
For both of us.
Together at the same time, or individually, or both?
Individually and together. Yeah.
And who gave you the idea? Because that's brilliant.
My mom. She struggled with like quite a few like mental health issues in her life, and so she's kind of like she doesn't want me to be like 50 years old and being like, oh shit, I'm still struggling. So she like, even when I was like 15, she was like, do you want a therapist? I was like, yeah, I guess. I guess.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you found a good therapist.
Very good therapist. It's definitely hit or miss finding a good therapist. I've only been with her for like I think 2 years, but she's good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's inspiring. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Wow.
I am like one of those people who like, it's really annoying. I'm always like, have you tried talking to a therapist about this?
But people don't know until
exactly.
they've experienced the benefits of it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, you can't like make people go to therapy,
No.
obviously. And like, I'm obviously not going to be like, every time someone wants to talk to me about something, I'm not like, have you tried talking to a therapist about this?
Yeah.
But like, those like really big emotions that I'm like, I don't even know how to handle talking to you about this.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that's brilliant. And then the other part, so not to take away from your investment in it, but also the fact that your partner was also invested in it, when stereotypically guys usually are not.
It was definitely, it took me a lot of convincing.
Oh, it did, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
And then eventually there was a,
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
I think he saw like how much I changed with therapy, and he was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And it helps that he got out of the trades industry. Like, he used to be in like windshielding and like roofing and that kind of stuff, and that's definitely like a lot of toxic masculinity there,
right.
And that kind of like enforced like those negative beliefs about like therapy and that kind of stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think getting out of that really helped too.
I see. I guess part of that, and when you were saying that, that makes me think is being aware of where, like how susceptible we are to influences around us.
100%.
You know, because like there's some people who are like really strong personalities and they don't get affected as much.
Definitely.
They kind of set the tone, whereas others, no shame at all, but it's just more like they're more impressionable, right?
Definitely, yeah. I try not to be impressionable, but I am so impressionable.
Which is totally honest, right?
Yeah.
And when I meet those people, I'm like, hey, the power you have is to determine which influences are going to gain access,
true,
right?
yes.
To choose,
Exactly. Like I'm very like I know exactly what you mean. I'm very influenced like by the world and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to like choose what to focus on. You know what I mean? Because like there's so much negative where I'm like, well, I could just try and focus on the not so negative.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At least try.
Yeah. I love your answer though. So I'm divorced. My ex and I, we're still like really good friends. We co-parent really well with our kids.
That's awesome.
I'm really grateful for that. It's not, I know it's a rare thing, and like she's like a really amazing person. I have highest esteem for her for sure. But in future contexts, like relationally, I guess I learned a lot more, Ajax, after I came out of my relationships.
That makes sense.
I'm like, oh, that's an important thing for me, or oh, I won't do that again, you know, or just different elements and insights. And I love the idea of reaching out for assistance and saying, even like being preempt or like doing it before we need it per se, you know. I like that idea of being able to say, hey, we may be in a really good season, but now is the best time to like invest in this before like the crap shoot hits.
Exactly.
Because like for most therapists, they say they see their patients after it's too late.
Definitely. I have a bad habit of making my therapy appointments like after. I'm like, oh shit, I should have made this like 2 weeks ago. But like I try not to, but I definitely like
Okay, so communication plus therapy were the chef's kiss for you.
I think like also I think having like your own separate lives, you know what I mean? Like I feel like because when me and him were living together at my parents' house, we were so incredibly like close, and it was like almost too much, and we like fought a lot, and it was like not so good, and then we like kind of started like branching out a little bit and like hanging out with our own friends, having our own friend groups and that kind of stuff, doing our own things, having our own hobbies, and I think that really helped a lot.
Gotcha.
Especially when you spend 8 years with someone, because then it's like kind of nice to come home at the end of the day and be like, this is what I did.
So space apart from each other is really cool thing. Yes, I love that. And that's another thing I learned when I listened to others. I'm like, before I was like, that doesn't make sense, but now it makes a lot more sense to say.
Yeah.
Don't forget how individual you are.
Exactly. Yes.
that's really, really cool.
It's really easy to lose yourself in a relationship. Like I definitely
Getting
was guilty
enmeshed.
of that.
Yeah.
And like I know a lot of people do that, and I know it's hard not to.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Especially when you're like so obsessed with the person.
Right, and that's normal. It's like the subjective.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I hear you. It's suggesting I do a Yui up here, but that's I can't quite do that at the moment.
I think that's allowed.
Yeah, I just want you to know. I'm just gonna reapproach just a little
Yeah,
bit
no
here.
worries,
Okay.
no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, I always used to do a Yui up here, and I'm like,
No. Especially when it's like this kind of pattern right now.
exactly.
Hey Jax, I know you wanted a quiet ride, and I did not facilitate that.
No worries.
I do want to ask again, just because I know I always like permission before I post any videos. If I really enjoyed our conversation, but I want to prioritize again, like your privacy as well. Do you feel comfortable if I were to ask to post our time on the internet, or is that something
if you'd like to, yeah,
I would
absolutely.
love to. I like. I really enjoy the conversations I have, but there's sometimes like some really golden nuggets. I'm like, oh man, who else could really benefit from hearing this?
That's fair. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I didn't think that
Yeah.
my kind of like, I guess, quote unquote advice
Yes.
would be kind of like helpful. So I appreciate that a lot.
I think there's that element of, I think they call it imposter syndrome, where like, I don't have much to share or insight. But honestly, I think, here's the thing. I'm more than double your age. And yet, I don't know, there's just something beautiful about the different experiences we kind of navigate together to say, oh, actually, you have a keen insight into something that I could really benefit from.
That's
And
true.
so I was like, just in heaven when I was listening, I'm like, oh, this is gold. Like I'm writing down in my notes. So thank you for being willing to share. It's really beautiful.
Of course.
This is another neighborhood that I love.
I love this
Oh
neighborhood.
my no, like Sunnyside, Kensington.
Right. I wanted to live here since I was
Yes.
a kid, and I don't think I can afford to live here.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I work here now, so I kind of manifested it a little
Yes,
bit.
and you're getting into the neighborhood because now you see the people around.
Exactly.
This is the beginning.
Like the people here are just, oh my god, they're just the best. They make me so happy.
Okay, what would you say is your dream job? If you could choose. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
I don't want to work.
Oh yeah.
I'm lazy.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if I could just
I get
like,
that. I get that.
hang out and just
Be.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say then, what would you do for free? Because you love it so much.
If I could do like anything, I would love to like be an artist.
Yeah?
Because I really, really like to like paint and draw, but I feel like I never have like time for that. You know what I mean? And so I feel like I'm always like waiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But like I never have time to.
Fair. So through like painting is your artistic outlet.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what mine is?
Which one?
Mine is conversations.
I love it.
I know,
love that.
I
It makes me
know.
so happy.
I know. It makes me thrilled. Yeah, it's almost like I see it like a blank canvas that I'm asking someone else to collaborate on with me.
I love it. That's so cool.
I think so too. At least it speaks to me.
I think so too. That's awesome.
But then the other forms that I do that would be more traditional are, I'm a musician, so I play the trumpet.
Awesome. Heck yeah.
And these last 2 years I've gotten into dancing.
Same. Me too.
You too?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you dance to?
Oh my god, I go to raves a lot.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know, I know. Where do you usually go?
I usually go to Palace.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Like,
Palace,
like
isn't that-
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth
Yes.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Palace, it just gives me Phantom of the Opera vibes.
Right.
And when they have their shows in there with all the lighting, oh my goodness.
I literally went to one on Saturday and I'm just like,
Again.
it was amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
So good.
So cool. I also go to Sub Rosa. Have you been there?
Oh, I've been wanting to go there. I've heard of like so many events that go on there, but I
So
haven't
good.
like been there yet.
So good. Yeah, that one's worthwhile. Sub
Yes.
Rosa. club rated or rated over on Riverfront. It's a fairly new one. It's small, intimate, but oh, it's so good. Too.
Yeah.
That one's really good. That one's worthwhile as well.
I'll definitely have to check those out. I've been meaning to. I just I don't know. I'm so like ride or die with my palace and like my Commonwealth. So I'm like.
Do you change your hair color often?
No, I've had the green hair for like 5 years.
Helpful, because if I see green hair, I'll be coming for you on the ass.
Yes.
Saying, by the way, I know you. Oh, that's awesome. We do carry some similar themes, and that's awesome.
I love it.
Me too. I'm so thrilled to have had time with you, darling.
I'm thrilled to have time with you as well. Thank you so much for the ride today.
My pleasure. Hope your Monday is a lot more promising.
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks, dear.
Have a great rest of your day, my friend.
I will. Bye, Ajax. Bye. Oh, that was so sweet. Okay, we're off to another one here now. Golly, it's saying I only have an hour and a bit here. Local traffic only. Okay, I'm going to turn off these cameras here so that we can capture those for later, because she gave us permission, which is wonderful. Oh my goodness, this guy is coming this way. I'm going to have to sneak around this way. Alright, that was a wonderful time with Ajax, wasn't it? That was like so good. I need to realign here. We're going to go pick up the next ride. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, oh, hello whoever just came on. My name is Biniam. I'm an Uber driver, and I'm doing this crazy thing where I'm live streaming my days as an Uber driver and sharing the vibes, because I have some pretty awesome times here in my Uber with the riders that I get to share space with. I just dropped off Ajax. I'm gonna post that later. So basically what I do is I have my 2 GoPros going, and they're the ones that do in-vehicle recording. If I get permission, then I'll post those ones on to my YouTube channel, and that will show you my interaction with the rider. Otherwise, it's just me you're seeing here on the live stream as my way of protecting the privacy of my riders in the back. So I just want to make sure that they're not on camera if they don't give consent. And so that's why I'm featured here as so. In time, I'm gonna get myself like these whiteboard adhesives that'll apply on the back of the seats there, just giving a little snippet to my riders saying, hey, live streaming here on this channel here, let me know if you don't want to be on a live stream, and I'll turn that off, because I want to feature and prioritize their needs first. And not everyone signs up to be online, right? So yep. We are, what time is it now? 3:30 here. I've got maybe about an hour and a half-ish. So I might be down around 4:30 or 5, I think, today. I started earlier today, like early this morning, but I took a bit of a break this afternoon, which was nice, because then I got some errands done. And then I came back on shift. This is one of the brilliant parts of this job, is I get to choose a whole bunch of those parameters that work for my schedule, from how long I want to work, what kind of hours I want to work. Golly, like, you get so spoiled when you're doing a job like this. So I'm so grateful. So grateful. Guys, you're going to see me at times when we're like dropping someone off, and I'm just reflecting on just the amazing time we had. My response when I'm by myself in the vehicle, and you might see this when we're on the live stream, is I'll usually just start laughing joyfully. I'll be like laughing really hard because it was such a good time. Oh, and so yeah, just a heads up, that's part of the landscape. But I am looking forward to having you guys join me in that sense as well, because yeah, it's a sweet thing when we're able to, I don't know, take the delightful parts in our experiences and say, this is why this is so good, you know? This is why this is so meaningful. So, yep. We are about 4 minutes away from my next pickup. So the app gives me some time indicators of how long it's going to take to drop off the person or to pick up a person. So right now I'm on road. It's suggesting about 4 minutes. I've worked hard enough and gotten the like enough points to get some extra information. So when a request comes in for someone who's needing a ride, it's going to give me some detailed information that not all Uber drivers get. So when you get to, I think it's the diamond level, no, this is the platinum level. It's just below the diamond level. If you put enough rides in, you get a point for each ride, and then at some points you get like 3 points per ride if it's like during a really peak time. And so when you get to like the platinum level where I'm at, it gives you like a little bit of extra information, including like when the ride request comes in, it'll say this is like a 5-minute ride to pick up this person for say a 20-minute ride, and it just gives you some extra intel, which is really helpful. And then it'll tell you which direction it's going to send you. So I think that's so you can determine if you want to take the ride or not, but you want to take as many rides as possible, because if you reject a whole bunch of them, then it'll penalize you and not give you as many rides to do in the first place. So you want to be judicious about that, I think. But here we are coming up. Oh, I want to turn here. I want to turn. Yeah, let's turn here then. Yeah, I want to turn here. Sometimes just watching the map and watching the actual street configuration can be challenging, because it's like, oh, it's really close here. Do I turn here or do I not turn, you know? So it can be tricky at times to ascertain if you got the green light or not. But I'm so thrilled that this is working out so far, you guys. I've been trying to plan this for a long time, and I've been pausing because I've been trying to save up for a really heavy-duty, expensive camera and solid laptop, because I have ideas of how I want to set it all up in here. It's going to take some time to get to that point. So in the meantime, we're just going to stick with my one phone. So I've got a couple of phones going here. My one phone, oh, hello there. My one phone is, it's like my oldest phone. It's where my music source comes from, and that's royalty-free music for the most part. This phone that you guys are on is the one that I use for the live streaming here. And then my other phone is what I use for the app, for the Uber app. So yeah, that's a bit of a complex setup, but that's just how it's been working for me. Here I'm just pulling up to my ride. And he's already out, so I won't even bother trying to open the door for him because he'll beat me to it. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
My name is Biniam.
Awesome.
Hey, I wanted to let you know, just up front here, we do have a live stream going on.
Oh.
It's just my way of sharing my experiences, like, and epic conversations. But I wanted you to know, just because not everyone wants to be online, and I wanted you to...
I'm chill.
You're chill?
I'm
Awesome.
behind cameras all the time, so.
Oh, awesome.
I'm really behind.
Behind cameras, in what capacity?
I do modeling, so.
You don't say.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's cool. I love the tie, by the way, man.
Oh, thanks for
The
noticing.
tie is super cool. The orange.
It
looks
is.
Cool, man.
It kind of sticks out, doesn't it?
It does. It's super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So.
Do you like riddles?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, I don't like riddles, but this one I came up with, so
Oh.
I'm kind of preferential to
Let's
it.
hear it. Let's hear it.
It's a very simple one. It's very short. I tie all my bow ties, but I own none.
Tie all my bow ties. Let me think.
Yeah,
It's been a long day at school.
that's okay. I believe it's like moving into a different part of the brain's capacity.
It's gotta be a word play. My brain is like
That's okay.
not comprehensive right now.
That's okay. I can solve for you whenever you're ready. if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like-
just give me 1 minute.
Yeah,
Just give me 1
absolutely.
minute. Let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna say it, I'm gonna get it, but let's hear it.
Okay. So, I tie all my bow ties out of neckties. So I take a normal necktie
Uh-huh.
and then I tie it into a bow tie. And hence why I tie all all my bow ties, but I own none.
Oh, but I own. Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense. It's
Although
more outside of the box thinking.
it's really not true anymore because since bow ties are my thing, and I always like if I don't wear a bow tie, Max, people are asking, "What's wrong, Binyam?"
Really?
Those that know me, yeah.
Is Uber kind of live stream? Is this kind of what you do on a daily basis, or are you doing something else?
Uber is my full-time job.
Nice.
I just came back to doing it full-time again after a 3-year hiatus.
Nice.
So I'm so excited to be back, actually. Before I left, though, I was doing, not live streaming, but I was doing a lot of videos and sharing those experiences. And it just kind of took off, like, unexpectedly, in a really pleasant way. People were watching and just really enthusiastically encouraged by, like, just the conversations I had with everyday people. And then at some point, they're like, my followers were like, you know, Binyam, Uber's gonna reach out to you and they're gonna like wanna. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. Like that would not happen until I'm like huge at some point, right?
Yeah, but you never know, right? I mean, social media is an interesting game.
It happened. I was shocked when it happened. Like Uber called and they said, so we've been watching you. We were like, yeah. And they're like, we like what we see. And so that began like some wonderful things between me and them for a bit, just before I stopped driving. And it was epic. And I mean, then, yeah, my exposure even grew more as, you know, like I did some news things and it was a lovely experience. But I took some time off because I'm like, I really appreciate what I'm able to do here. However, there's something more that I'm trying to like do.
Like what?
I had to figure that out, and that's why I took those 3 years off. I had to mull it over, and I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I'm so good at helping others figure out like what their specific area of like amazingness is. Yeah. But when it comes to me, I'm like, it took me a while.
It took you a while to kind of figure out what it is.
It took me a while
trying to find.
And so I finally locked in on like this is where I want. Basically, in essence, Max, what I was noticing was. Before, like I had such an amazing experience, but there was a story that people were telling, right? So they're telling me, they're like, you're the bow tie guy for one, or you're the Uber guy, which is not a bad thing. I'm bringing some good, you know, value, I guess, to the brand.
So good, you know, it's something. It's better. I mean, you're the Uber guy in Calgary, right?
Right. But it was like all over the world. And for example, like earlier, a month and a half ago, I was over like in the Northwest, and I pulled up to pick up my ride. This other guy just pulled up right beside me, and he rolled down his window. He's like, "Hey, are you Binyam?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I watch your videos from England."
England.
He just moved here, and he was just so blown away that he ran. I know.
What's your reach? How many followers?
So on TikTok, it's been around 50,000 or so.
Nice.
Yeah, so modest, right?
Yeah. No. So are you streaming on TikTok or Instagram as well?
Now I'm streaming to YouTube, so I'm just shifting. Like the whole focus has shifted now for me, and so I'll tell you the whole lay of that.
Yeah,
So
I'd love to hear the business model.
Absolutely, yeah. So like now I'm shifting to YouTube primarily and wanting to build up a platform on YouTube where I can eventually monetize that and make that the main thing while I still keep on doing this and aiming for some thresholds. But the real heart of the whole thing that I've locked in on, that took me a few years to figure out what is the story I want to bring attention to. If I could do it more, like I didn't want to be passive in saying, oh, I'm the Uber guy. I wanted to be active in saying, here's what my message is that I want to share. And so that's integrity. Integrity for me is just, I came to realize, wow, like it's taken me a long time in my life to come to experience what integrity means, to live with it. And it's something that I've wanted to experience for the longest time, but just did not have access or the know-how or the people to model it. And I was like, man, I've learned some things through some rough lessons in life. And so if anything, if I could leave something by way of legacy, I would love to leave this idea of what integrity looks like, especially for young men.
It's funny. I have somewhat something similar, I guess, in a way.
Then here
with modeling.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I'm in a spot where I'm about next week I'm going to Paris and London.
Yeah.
So
just down the street, just Paris and London. Yeah.
Well, next week, right? So that's pretty.
That's huge. I know that's
Mind
huge.
you, I'm not going there to work. I'm going there to. Well, I'm going there. I'm not going there to visit and see things. I'm going there because I am not stopping until I find a way into this industry. Yeah. I'm already a name in Calgary.
Yeah.
I want to be a name everywhere in the world. Right?
Amazing.
So my goal is to branch out and kind of get into that. But the reason is I wanna set up a platform. So when I was younger, throughout all middle school, I was bullied relentlessly. Just on top of that for being different, for being neurodivergent, right? Yeah. And I noticed a lot of kids aren't doing that, but the things that we have in high schools and grade schools and stuff, it isn't actually like the anti-bullying stuff. Kids don't even know that they're being picked on. Kids don't even understand that. They just think it's a problem with them for being different. And a lot of kids are just trying to fit in, so they hide and mask themselves to get into that part, right?
Totally.
And I realized that there's nothing really in place that targets that. There's nothing that targets the stigma that, because at the end of the day, these kids that are doing these bullying or whatever, they're also suffering as well. Mind you, they're also suffering. And I want to get to a platform on social media, just in general, where I can be a voice for that, and I can actually do something about that issue. Because someone with experience, like it took me like 15 years to be even secure in my own body. I genuinely out of all the things that were said to me, it took me 15 years of just that constant struggle.
Absolutely.
I can kind of relate to you there, trying to create a legacy, create something bigger than yourself to help people, help people understand themselves as well, right?
For sure.
So
I love that. Have you started yet?
So at this moment, I've done some brainstorming. I've done some I have a lot of interesting ideas. Obviously with ADHD, your creative process is just constantly flowing. But right now I'm at an aspect where if I want to build something like that, I need, first of all, I don't have the connections in the education department yet, and I don't necessarily have the connections with people that can make something like that happen on a broader scale.
Right.
I don't have the following. If I start posting about that now, my viewership is meant for modeling. It's meant for the photos. It's not meant for that. It's not geared there.
Right.
So you need to build up a platform with something that is reliable. So when you get to that aspect, like you're saying, when you get to that aspect of things, that's when you can start to do
speak
what you
about
actually want to
do.
Right?
Absolutely.
So
can I pose a potential story? I like stories.
Let's hear it.
Stories
I love stories.
Okay. So imagine though, like you've got this track that you're on. It's a journey. And right now you're trying to focus on the modeling side while you're also cultivating your why. You want to present the why at some point in the future. What would it look like if you continue to focus on the modeling part, but you're off script on your own social platform that you're just building from scratch, telling about your story and saying, here is what my ambitions in life are, but here's also what my goals are, and here's the things that really mean like a lot to me. And as you're starting to talk about that, you're starting to amass a community that is already tapping into those two things. Because right now I'm for example watching some stories about, say, actors who have ideals or goals that they want, but they've been niched so hard in wherever it is that it's a hard sell for some people who are like, I don't want to hear anything about your ideals. I just want you as an actor. This is the way I bought into you, for example. Whereas if you're able to start even now, weaving these while you're focusing on your thing, you're not bringing up your why at your gigs, but your audience knows it. And they're following along while you're building a platform and talking about your why, so that it's always been now a part of that. And the integration, it becomes a lot stronger as they watch you and as they're buying into your story and walking along in your ups and downs through all the experiences, which brings that authenticity factor too. Potentially there's a lot more like just firmness, foundation in that amalgamation. It starts small, but it sounds like, here's the thing, for me, I'm so patient. Like in my striving right now, like I feel like I'm starting from scratch, and I love that. I love that.
It's good. The journey is the best part, in my opinion.
Absolutely, yes, I agree. Absolutely.
It's the small wins that you get along the way that really feel good.
And when people come along with those for you and experience that with you, they're locked in for life. They're like, I was with you all through that. And they know, like, it's as if they know you intimately, and they're building up that influence category where by the time you're like hitting it off, it's no surprise for anyone. But it's also been so impactful because along the way you're also working alliances with all these other like-minded communities in essence, right, who are also buying and featuring you and so on like that.
Yeah,
that's a potential of what could be.
That's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, consider that.
I think that is something that I'll look into.
Absolutely.
I think that is
absolutely
really interesting, and I think it's intricate as well.
Yeah.
The brand apart with you.
Absolutely.
I worry that if I introduce it too soon, am I gonna have retention when I do, I guess branch out a little bit more, right? Am I gonna still have that same retention?
Yeah.
Am I gonna introduce it too early at a point where only 500 people know it, or am I going to introduce it when I have at least 2,000 people that know about it? Right?
Gotcha.
I'm only at 500 now. I don't have a lot. I'm at the gutter right now. Right? So,
but yeah, that's probably a worthwhile wrestle.
it's good. It's good mental talk.
It's a good, brother. I love the conversation. Are you open to me sharing this with my audience?
Of course.
And where can we find you if we're like, hey, we'd like to follow along?
If you have Instagram,
I do. Here, I'm gonna give you mine. If you also say yours, and then I'll be able to write it down later.
It's just max.falzon. That's my modeling Instagram.
Okay, max dot what? Sorry.
.falzon.
Excellent. And this is me.
Yeah, I'd love to give you a reach. Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah, I'd love to see where things go, and I hope that I can. Oh wow, you got the whole business card and everything. I love it.
Dude, there's some thought that went into this.
I love it. It's really cool, and I
Thank you.
really like the idea of it, and the branding as well with the bow ties. It is really smart. It's the black with the color.
Yeah.
Color pops.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh man.
Anyway, I'll get you entry in your
Absolutely.
Instagram.
Yes,
Oh, wait.
I would love that.
Am I on the right account? I just
And
wanna
why?
make sure.
Okay.
I am on the right account. Okay, cool.
Okay. That's me right there. Perfect, brother.
Awesome. Well, I'll shoot you a follow. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'm trying to. I think either today, tomorrow, day after, I'm gonna create like one of those kind of like about me videos. That's kind of the idea of I had to kind of put a face to the name.
I love it.
But my dream at the end of the day,
Yes.
by the time I want to get like to Europe, like years from now,
Yeah.
I want to build that platform and I want to set that up. And I wish you the best of luck with what you're trying to build as well. And why not? Let's see each other grow. I'd love to see it.
Absolutely, brother.
Thank you, man.
You're so inspiring.
Of course, man.
I'm
You as
glad
well.
I
I
met
love
you.
the energy, and that was a really enjoyable Uber.
I appreciate it as well, brother.
Thank you, sir. Have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you. Hope to see you again. Wow, wasn't that sweet, you guys? That was like, can you see why I love my job now? Oh man. See, guys, this is like on an ongoing basis. I get so many experiences like this where we connect at this level. And it's just so. Yeah. Anyway, this is why I want to live stream. This is why I want to share these moments with you guys, because what an inspiring young guy. Like, you didn't see him on this camera here on the live stream, but you'll see it on my 2 GoPros when I post that video. I have that locked away here. And then you'll be able to see a lot more of that exchange and interaction. Like, I did not know where his background was, and I did not know what he was into, and just how that organically came out. And I mean, I didn't get much of the conversation that I usually am prepared for. I didn't even ask him any questions, and yet there was some serious encouragement for him and for I in the midst of that, right? Oh, so I was just talking about this when I just laughed because I was so joyful and so grateful. And it's just like, how much more good can I experience in this beautiful world that is full of struggle and I don't know, it's not simple for everyone, you know, but when it happens and when it kicks in, it hits the right notes internally at a deep place, and we get to share that together. And that's why I wanted to hopefully inspire you guys towards the same, because this is so worthwhile to have these moments. I mean, I have these moments regularly, like multiple times a day. And for many of the people that I get to interact with, they're like, this is the first time in maybe years that they've had that kind of a conversation, right? So if I have so much of this, why wouldn't I like reach out and say, hey, can I share with you guys how beautiful this is? Oh, so good. I'm so touched. Yes, and he just followed me. Max Falzon. Max.Falzon. It's his handle, so please go and follow him as well. And let's encourage him, because I like his why. His why, you know, I heard a phrase or a line. I forget the guy's name, but he said something like, you are most equipped to help those who are where you once were at. let me see if I can say it in a different way. You're best able to help those who are where you once were at. And so he was just sharing about his past with bullying and body image issues and man, like I could see that. And now he's like a model and he wants to use that platform to like bring to light and make accessible that others don't have to struggle this way or to try and align in ways that don't resonate with who they are, right? So, golly, that is so compelling. I'm gonna follow him. I'd love to see him succeed as well. But I was just sharing with him just a consideration that maybe he could, like, cause he's not wanting to like lead with that mission. And I said maybe it could work both ends, you know, like if you dovetail those two together, maybe that could be something that would work well. Maybe, I don't know. He'll have to figure that out for himself. But man, oh, so good. So good. Yes. This is the kind of stuff, friends, that fills my soul. It just fills me in a wonderful way. I'm feeling a little bit hungry right now, actually. And I don't mind eating in front of you guys, but I don't ever eat if I'm with a rider, so I try to, because I don't know, I just, when I'm serving someone, I just want to make sure I'm on points and serving them, right? I'm in the downtown right now, downtown core, so I might run into some issues with connectivity. Hopefully it'll hang on this signal because I'm just amidst the towers. But we're about to go pick up our next ride, and hopefully they will be okay with live streaming option. We will find out. I don't know who it is though yet, but I'll just pull over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so you saw with Max, I didn't go and open the door for him. Oh, he's over on that side. I see him now. On this side, here we are. And I can't open the door for this guy either. Hello, Colin.
Hello.
I'm sorry to make you walk through that slush.
Sorry?
I'm sorry to make you walk through the slush there.
No, it's alright. It's that time of year.
Welcome aboard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Binyam. I just wanted to let you know I do have a live stream going on. I do value people's privacy, so if you weren't comfortable with your voice on here, like you're off camera here, but if you're uncomfortable with that, I'm happy to turn that off because I have my followers knowing that you guys are my priority by way of service. May I welcome you to the end of your Monday, snowy Monday.
Yes.
It was a gong show this morning, wasn't it?
I'm sure.
It was like, of all the days, it had to be a Monday. Most people were saying they didn't even see this on the forecast.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
Oh, you did?
I was happy. That's why I didn't drive.
Fantastic. I've been in it all day. I'm so grateful my vehicle's still in one piece. Not that I was concerned, mind you, but you know, things can happen out of the blue unexpectedly, but yeah. I was driving out to Cochrane yesterday. You've been on that drive there, right? Where you can see the mountains?
Yep.
Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings?
Yep.
You remember the scene when Saruman is like sending a storm into the mountain pass where Gandalf and his crew are trying to make the pass there? And it's like this funnel of like clouds just heading.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like as it was going.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that looks like something substantial on its way. And
Yeah.
here we are. Yeah. But at least it's milder now. Earlier it was quite icy, I found, with just that happy temperature where it melted and then froze, right? It's like, this is not going to be fun, but...
They demolished that building.
I know! On the corner there.
Yeah, there used to be like a...
Yep. Like a whole bunch of small businesses? Yeah. There's a lot of change going on around here. On the weekend, someone had pushed over the protective fence, so yeah, it was kind of exposed too. But
Pushed or around the current?
I don't know, like it was like the whole side along 10th there, or 10th, it was just pushed right over. Yeah, it might have been something like that. But
It's a rough neighborhood. Could be anything.
yeah, there's quite a few neighbors that could be accountable for that. Yeah, when you see those tall digger things, you know, there's gonna be something. Those are the ones that dig deep in the ground, right? Like those, they push, I think, foundations or something in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's dropping its drill bit now, I think, down into the ground, and then. Oh, I see. It's just on the left here. This one here used to be a what? There was something here. Another bit. Yeah, I remember when they tore this down because I was standing across the street. But this guy, he's like drilling down, I think, for foundations.
Oh yes.
Which betrays that it may be another one of those like solid, like, you know, like down.
Like these buildings.
Yeah, the ones that have like the underground parking and. Oh yeah, it's a different landscape.
Constantly changing.
It is. How long have you been in the city for?
Live downtown or in the city?
In the city.
56 years.
Oh goodness. Okay, you've been here a while. And how about in the downtown area here? Oh wow. Okay. I've been here around 5. I came from BC myself. You know what else I noticed is down here we have a lot more shielding from all the extreme temperatures around the surrounding area. It always seems milder down here for sure. I do like being close to everything down here. It's quite ideal.
Yeah, but it has its problems too.
True.
My neighbor got jumped yesterday by 5 homeless people.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Physically assaulted as well?
Yeah, they pepper sprayed him.
Oh no.
But they just missed his eyes, and he beat the living bejesus out of 3 of them.
Oh man.
And then called the police.
That is brutal.
Just down the street.
Wow. See, like, and we're guys, right? So it's not as much a concern as for women, but wow, that's brutal. Unprovoked too, I imagine, right?
Yeah, he was just walking.
Just. Oh, that's.
Come on, safe.
By the way, I'm on the far right there. Is that right? The far right on the
Yeah,
right side?
right in front of the, you can't see it, Stonehaven building, but the Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
Or the Korean restaurant.
Right in front there, okay.
And hairdresser.
Okay.
Oh, I see their signs on it. Dusted on it.
Right over here.
Anywhere here is good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day.
And you too, sir. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. We have an hour and 20 minutes before we are going to get kicked off the platform. So that was like an example of a ride where I so I'm just gonna delete those wings there because yeah, after I finish a ride with someone and I know that it didn't ask them for permission, then I usually just delete the recording because I don't need it anymore because nothing really of substance happened. And so here's my next ride here. Hello.
Sir, for Salvo?
Yes, welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry to make you walk through that snow there.
Don't worry.
Okay. My name is Binyam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you for the ride.
I wanted to let you know just at the outset, I have a live stream going on. I want to protect your privacy, so I'm only on the camera here, but you're okay. Wonderful. Just so that you understand. I can't place your accent. Where are you from?
I am from Italy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't meet many Italians.
This is bad. Or bad, or good, I don't know.
It makes you more unique. But you know, many people may ask you, why are you here instead of in Italy?
In this moment, Italy is very in a bad situation.
Is that so?
Yeah, because we changed like 4 years ago in the new government.
Okay.
And the new boss of the country, the new governor, is a lady, and she's like a fascist. And now the fascists come back in Italy.
Wow.
And we like throw back in the 1942. So I go away, run away. And,
I see.
And honestly, don't feel any future for
your country.
Yeah, not for the young people. You know?
Yeah. That's really sad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I did not know this story because I'm ignorant on that.
No,
was it difficult to get away from your country?
No, it's not difficult going away, but it's difficult to survive in my country.
Mm-hmm. What makes it difficult?
Because I am from the very south of the Italy, and we have some. The Italian is racist with the other Italian. I mean, for example, if you live in Milan, the north of Italy, you look me like bad because I am from the south. So the racist start from this because. They think the north of Italy is like the rich people, you know, and we are just the poor people.
Yeah. So it's economic sort of racism. And can you tell who's from where, or how do they even know? Is it the way they dress? Like, how does a northerner know that someone is from the south?
For the accent, for example.
It's the accent that's different. Oh my goodness.
Because the Italian, the north of Italian is more like you know, and we are like the Oiler of Edmonton, like very rude. We are.
Yeah, and so if you could mimic their accent, you can almost get away with that, maybe.
Depends for the people, because the whole people, they thinking you are stealing the job for the people stay there. You know, if you try to going away from your from the south and going to the north, they feel you like you stealing job. You know?
Yeah. I see. And then what contribution did the new leader make that reflects the fascist elements?
Now, when it's like the second years I am here in Canada, and when I was away, so in these moments I am here, they approved one law. They declared the failure of the south of Italy.
Okay.
Because now these laws, is like everyone. They have to use his money. For the hospital, for the school, for the public service.
Sure enough.
But the south of Italy is very poor. Okay, so the north of, so we will see a situation like the north of Italy is very good, like good infrastructures. And if you feel sick in the south, maybe for a flu, maybe you can die because you don't have a hospital. You know?
I see. Huh. So does Italy still have a thriving tourism industry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I think if we can survive only with tourists, but the thing is not the people is like our governor don't believe in the tourism.
I see. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they want to shut that down.
No, it's like okay, because we born with a lot of arts, you know.
Yes, of course.
I think we have the most country with more
museums,
museum, etc., etc. So we like born like this, so we like doesn't appreciate at all. You know? We don't feel the true power.
Yeah. Interesting. I see. You know, it seems that there are some similar themes. I'm from Africa, and many beautiful countries, many beautiful peoples, traditions, colors, like it's just a beautiful kaleidoscope of amazing diversity. But the similar struggle always seems to prevail and almost eclipse such beauty with mismanagement of resources, bad stewardship, corrupt leadership. Like,
the same.
Same thing, right? And it's unfortunate that such get into powerful positions that almost deprive and defraud the true spirit of a place. You know, I even hear about, for example, countries that are at war, and then they move to a place like this, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we don't have to like think the same way, and so they can be neighbors now. But such division that's sown and perpetrated and kept going for the sake of things that the value isn't commensurate for the lives lost, for example, right? Or the family's broken. Yeah.
Honestly, I tell you one thing, maybe it's good for the content.
Yes.
For example, I do a server job. Okay, I'm a server. And in Italy, if I continue to do this job, I have to find like 3 server jobs, 3 different server jobs.
In Italy?
In Italy.
Oh my goodness.
Only for survive.
Wow.
Here, I am a server. I just have one job. And with my wife, I take the house, we take our rent. Our furniture. So we buy furniture. And in Italy is unbelievable, something like this.
Really?
In Italy, you can do it, these things.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, a lot of.
Wow, I would not have guessed. So it's really terrible. And yet when tourists go there, they pay so much.
No, now no.
Not anymore.
When I was a child, and the people going in Italy, when the Italian understood that you are a tourist, for example, a plate of pasta, we pay, for example, €5 20 years ago, and now that €5 you pay like 15, okay, because you are tourist. But now is all the place all the price is the same for everyone.
Oh, I see. Okay. Huh. What are the surrounding countries around Italy?
What do you mean?
Like the neighbors. Is it France on the one side?
Okay, we have France, we have some Germany, Austria, we have Albanian, Greeks, a little bit of Spain, but very little.
Okay. So with all these surrounding countries, are they similar? Are they experiencing similar challenges, or are they doing better economically? And like, how much does that affect each other?
I know Germany is the best. France have some problem, but is still best of Italy.
Okay.
Spain, I don't know. But I know the north of Europe is better for them.
How long have you been in Canada for now?
Like 2 years.
2 years now, okay. Do you and your wife feel like this feels like home now, or not yet?
For me, but from the beginning, when I start to arrive here after 3 months, I feel like, okay, I want to stay here longer.
Glad to hear. Your wife is struggling in that space.
No, my wife, she misses her family.
Of course.
Me, no.
I see.
I am okay.
You're good. Us guys, right? I see. Have you met other Italian community? Like, okay. So it's not like you're all by yourself here.
No, I come really along with my wife, and after 6 months we stay here. We found this Italian community, and we found something people our age, you know? And so our friends going increase, you know. But this is good because you can continue that relationship.
Absolutely, for sure. If you could choose your dream job here, the job that brings you a lot of joy and purpose, what would that be?
I want to become a general manager of a cocktail bar.
Oh, amazing. So you know your drinks very well. I don't. I've never gotten used to the taste of alcohol. I think it tastes awful. So
depends where you go.
Okay. So you're working towards that destination. That's amazing. That's different from a sommelier, right?
Yeah, the sommelier is more for wine.
Right.
I am a second level sommelier. in Italy, of course.
Yeah.
I am a bartender as well.
Okay.
So
Amazing. This kind of condition gives many people opportunities for patience. Yes.
don't worry, I see worst. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing with me. I enjoyed the conversation, Salvo.
Me too.
May I have your permission? I would love to share the conversation if you feel comfortable with my audience.
Yeah, for sure.
You're okay? It means that you'll be on camera if you're okay with that.
Okay.
I have the cameras up here, but I only do that if I have permission.
Okay, no, don't worry.
That's all right? Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
One of the things I know since the pandemic that has been really difficult for people in general, a lot of people have lost the ability to connect socially. And one of the reasons I appreciate what I get to do in connect, this is my gift. This is like my skill in life. Is I really enjoy getting to know people, but I also like to model what it could look like when you connect with someone in a way that is organic, in a way that's genuine, in a way that says, hey, there's still good opportunities to experience wonderful things with fellow human beings. Here you are from around the world. And yet with our different backgrounds and experiences, there's still a way that we can say, I can feel what it's like to have been in your shoes because you shared that with me, for example, right? And I value that, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
I'm glad. Me too. Have you found people often love listening to you because of the accent?
Yeah. It's a good technical approach.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And especially in your future career, it gives you more credibility.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that too. This is not your first winter here then?
My first winter?
This is not your first winter?
No, when I arrived here, I arrived in January, and when I put my first foot in Canada, starting under 40 degrees, it was wow, welcome, wow.
Wow, you came in the deep end.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm gonna drop you off just by the green here. Salvo, I hope I get to see you again soon.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a lot of fun for me.
Yeah. I hope to. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
My pleasure,
Have
brother.
a nice day.
You too. Hope to see you again.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh my goodness. Isn't that wonderful? That is Salvo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to turn off these cameras here. We have another ride already queued up here. When you hear that little dingling, it's my phone saying another ride has already been queued up for us, and we're going to meet this individual. But yeah, wow, what a story, right? Like, it's like Forrest Gump says, it's like a box of chocolates. We don't know who we're going to meet and what their story is, right? And yet, so good. So good. I really enjoyed and appreciated his story. So good. I am just so tickled in a pleasant way by these experiences. So I got these new boots and I'm feeling so impervious that I could walk through any snowbank or whatever, but I'm not. I haven't had a chance to really work them in yet, but we'll get a chance soon, I'm sure. I have 1 hour left, so I'll probably be finishing work around 5:30 tonight. It's 4:20 right now, 4:20-ish. Let's see if I can find my ride here. When I pull up to pick someone up, like I say, I don't know what they look like. The riders get a picture of the driver. They get our license plate number, our model vehicle, style. But we don't have much to go off of, so usually I'm just kind of scanning and scanning to see if I can find the person that I'm supposed to be picking up. So we shall see. We shall see. This person. Oh, let's see here. They have a message by the T. Oh, okay, got it. I passed right by them. Oh, I gotta double back. The map took me to the wrong spot. And they just sent me a message saying they're over in a different spot. So I gotta double back here. I am just in this moment super grateful because of the plethora of like beautiful connections I get to experience in this job and the ways that I get to impact others and make a big difference. I feel like I'm making a big difference as an Uber driver, and I'm doing this on purpose, which is, I don't know, that's kind of exciting. I'm just going to turn on my cameras here in preparation for the next ride. I can't turn, so I'll put one here. It's been a good day today. How good has it been? Let me just see here. Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. I am grateful. Do I see my ride? I don't see my ride yet. There, I think I see that. I think that's my ride right there. I think. Oh, maybe that's that guy. I'll be right back.
Thanks, man.
That other guy was saying, it's not me, it's not me. I'm like, oh, okay.
I thought it was him.
Nice to meet you both. My name is Binyam. I wanted to give you guys a quick update here. I have a live stream going on, but I like prioritizing the privacy of you guys as well too. So if you don't want to be featured on a live stream, especially with your voices, it's just the camera for me right now here. Let me know and I'm happy to turn that off. But otherwise, we'll enjoy a very awkward, silent ride. Just kidding. Thanks for the note too. I was just actually here, and then I went on and I said, "Oh, I should double back, I guess." That's quite all right. I'm glad we were able to connect. This is good. Looks like you guys had a productive day here at the mall.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. So not everything crossed off the check-off list.
Nah, not everything, no. But we'll be back soon.
Was it crazy busy in there?
Yeah, I mean, could be busier for sure.
Okay, okay. Okay. I wonder if this one has something to do. I wasn't sure if it would be like crazy or empty, but
Nah, it's busy enough for them
to keep going.
to keep going. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm guessing you're Malusi.
Yes.
I've never met a Malusi before. Have you?
Never met a
No, I have, yes.
Oh, you have? Oh, hold on. Aside from him.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So he is like one of a kind then.
He's one of my
Okay. Have you met another Malusi?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty.
Oh,
plenty.
okay, okay. And may I learn your name?
Menashe.
I was gonna guess that.
Oh, no, honestly.
Oh,
It's the
no.
face.
Another just common name. Menashe. I get it. Mine's Binyam. Have you ever met a Binyam?
No.
Oh, no way. Ethiopia. So if you ever meet another Binyam, you can confidently guess either Ethiopia or Eritrea. One of those two spots, yeah. Translated, it's Benjamin.
I was about to ask.
Yeah. Does yours have a background meaning? Malusi?
Mine, shepherd.
Shepherd. Oh, I like that. In which language?
Zulu.
Okay. And from which country?
I'm from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Are you from Zimbabwe as well? Menashe? Okay.
Yes, I am.
See, I would have gotten that wrong too. Because if I don't recognize them from my country, then my second go-to here in Canada, Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's what most people go
Yeah,
to, yeah.
that's always the one.
Zimbabwe. Okay, that's awesome. And how long has Canada been home for you guys?
Almost 10 for me.
10 years now.
Yeah.
15, you say? Oh goodness. Okay. So you both came when you were quite young.
I came here 2016.
Okay.
So we're 8 years. Yeah.
I was 8 years old when I moved here. Seriously, yeah. Yeah.
You stayed in Calgary?
No, I grew up in BC. BC is like where our hometown is now, I guess.
Where did you choose Calgary?
Well, I came out here to finish my studies. And then I said, I kind of like this city. So that's why I chose. Well, this is my first city proper in Canada. So we've lived in a lot of smaller settings. But I think I've known for a long time that I like being in a bigger setting. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't Vancouver. I'm not, I mean, Vancouver's beautiful. I just wasn't sure if I would be affected like many with the steady, ongoing, rainy, cloudy session. Yeah.
What were you studying?
Oh, a variety of things. So my undergrads were kind of like a process of elimination and figuring out what I wanted to do in life. So yeah, I finally ended up in the arts program with English and philosophy. And then I came out here for theology. So quite a gamut that way.
You still doing theology right now?
Oh no, I finished like years ago. Oh, years ago, yeah. I finished probably like, let me think here. Almost a decade ago now. Really? No. Longer. 13 years ago. 14. Can you tell that memory is my forte? Why Canada for you? Yeah, why here in Canada for you guys? Schooling.
That's where my dad was. I just moved with my mom.
Gotcha.
All through Ontario,
Yeah.
and then moved to Ontario, moved to Edmonton, and that's where I lived.
Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're in Calgary. Give me a contrast.
I feel like Calgary is quieter in terms of arts and culture.
Okay.
Edmonton's louder arts and culture wise.
Okay.
But Calgary is louder if you're looking for having fun. If you're younger crowd, Calgary. Older crowd, Edmonton.
Okay. I used to work out of Edmonton and up in northern Alberta. And the way I say it, Menashe, is I don't like Alberta in general, but I love Calgary specifically. Oh, there's so many things here that come together and I'm like, all right, I'm a fan of here. Yeah.
That's very upsetting.
Yeah.
Very alive.
How did you both meet?
Family, friends.
In your community kind of thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because, I mean, finding a Zimbabwean around here, right?
Yeah, that's it's not too hard.
Not
I
too
mean, I
hard.
guess because we're in the community.
Yeah.
You get to see most.
Okay.
It's definitely not like throwing a rock and
Sure.
you find one for
That's
sure.
true.
I'd love to hear if you're able to trace this. What's the most significant way you feel you've changed individually since you left your home country?
I guess I left when I was 10.
Okay.
So, and when I was still back home, I was very academically inclined.
Uh-huh.
I was top of the class at all times.
Yeah.
But and I was very much a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I think I'm less of a perfectionist now, just because I get to see so many different things, I guess. Or I've done so many other things that I've just let education help become my whole personality.
Wow, that's huge. And is it one that you feel your family can understand, or is it like, I know like immigrants stereotypically are known for saying, hey, this is the main thing kind of thing, right? Is it something that your family has evolved with you on, or has that been a challenge?
Well, actually, yes. Growing up, my mom was on me about my schooling.
Sure.
And like she continued to be on me about it. But then as soon as I got into university, they were fairly hands off. I actually cannot even tell you if they know what I graduated in.
Interesting.
But no, they were very supportive.
Okay.
Because they were very much, you should do law school, but then as soon as I decided to make my own path, I just kind of knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
They were like, as long as you have a plan,
Okay.
you do what you need to do.
Okay. Amazing. And what did you end up doing?
I don't know. The more I thought about it, I was gonna say something like I felt like I was more sheltered when I was back home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had a lot of independence. By the time I was like in third grade, like I was already doing my own taxis, doing my own kind of thing.
Wow. Yeah.
But when I came here, I think just because of the difference in like cultures, different place, location, and whatnot, I got to see the world in its largest sense.
Yeah.
So I would say just leaving in general. I've done the same thing, but coming to Calgary and Canada specifically in these times really set a certain bar for me to grow up. So yeah, I kind of had to level up as quickly as I should have.
Yeah.
I felt like I was younger.
It just fast tracked
Yeah.
Intriguing. Yeah. I like that. Thanks for sharing. Huh. What did you both end up doing in your studies or your...
I just finished architectural technology. I started with engineering.
Yep.
Kind of just quit that halfway through.
Okay.
But yeah, I just finished off with architectural technology. Now I'm maybe gonna go back in with some project management, but we'll see. We'll see how the industry is.
Yeah. How about you, Menashe?
I ended up going to school I started with economics with a minor in political science.
Okay.
I ended up graduating with a political science and women and gender studies double major, as well as a certificate in international learning and interdisciplinary leadership.
There's a lot in that. Do you have ambitions of going back home with that, or do you have other ideas of how you want to amalgamate your impact?
Right now, my amalgamation kind of worked is I'm focusing on maybe going back to school for law.
Okay.
And seeing if I can do that.
Your parents will not be thrilled at all.
No, they would hate it. They would not throw a party.
My second degree was in sciences, heading for med school, and my parents were elated. They're like, one of our kids at least, you know?
No, they're like a doctor.
And then when I abandoned ship, that was a rift for a couple of years.
No, it gets to them.
I know.
You always have to make the decision and then tell them after you've gotten into the
Yeah. Oh, man. So law school eventually, though, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Or I just go back into government and do some global or specifically like gender-related issues.
Would you say like most in your age group, in your generation, are more progressive in these ideals, I guess, or ideologies in relation to gender roles and so on?
I feel like it's not that they're more progressive. It's more that they've seen their own parents kind of fluctuate between both roles.
Oh, I see.
It's already something fluid.
It's happening.
So
I see.
it's more of like the doing the background work to understand why you're actively trying to kind of not do specific things in a household, like have specific gender tasks.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I found that a lot of them are very strong-headed people.
Yeah.
Very they just tend to have their own opinions made up in their heads, and they just kind of either solidify that opinion or change it along the way, depending on the information given.
I do feel in my amalgamation, especially with philosophy and English, a beautiful partner. I didn't plan it this way, but in the aftermath, I'm like, what an amazing partnership. So like philosophy, for me, I almost simplify it to saying, it's like a math with ideas. Like these premises add up to this conclusion per se, you know? And it's almost like meaning making in this world, right? Like how do we make sense of what we're experiencing? And so to that end, I feel all of us are philosophers in a sense. But it occurred to me, you can have the most amazing philosopher with brilliant insights and ideas, and yet if he does not know how to communicate and string together some words, he's kind of a sitting duck, right? And if you have like an amazing orator who has no ideas to share, you're still kind of stuck, right? There's just a way, a medium. I like the idea of taking ideas and dressing them up with words and making that like something worthwhile to look at or to present. And so, yeah, I found it compelling.
It's a very cool hobby actually when you think about it too. Even with theology added in.
Sure.
Because a lot of people think of philosophy as the science of why, and then theology is the answer to that why.
And it touches on people's really deep core beliefs, doesn't it? Like, what do you really believe at the core? And why do you find that compelling? I really, especially from your vantage point of finiteness and trying to make sense in this, yeah, I think it's really, really worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how these pathways bring us along the way to say, oh, no, how did I end up here? But I'm happy I'm here, yeah? Actually, not many get there, I would say, because there's a lot who, I don't know, there's a lot who settle, I think, in life, based on external expectations, perhaps, or maybe they just got locked in an economic committed way, you know, and so they're just kind of enduring whatever they ended up with. So when you do get that chance to like savor where you're really at, it's a beautiful thing. It is, yeah. I was talking to someone recently about the hotel arts here. That's where you guys are staying, and they're saying how it's amazing on the inside. Is it like really?
It is absolutely gorgeous on the inside.
Okay.
And the restaurant is amazing. I recommend it.
Noted. How long are you guys here for?
Oh, no, we live here.
Oh, you do? You're just, okay.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing some food.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it's amazing. Thank you for this time. I really enjoyed your company.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. There's a bit of a puddle here. Let me see if I can just bring you right up close to the curb so you don't have to wade your way to dinner. I hope we have the pleasure again.
Thanks, man. Actually, yeah, we'd love to see you again.
That would be amazing.
It was so nice meeting you.
Thank you, darling. I know. I enjoyed it too.
It's a bit of an interview, but I like that.
Oh, thank you. Take your time. I'm in no rush.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Bye. Wasn't that sweet? Oh. Okay, where do I want to go here? I want to go around there. Okay. We're going to go around the block for our next ride. Okay, I'm just going to quickly delete those ones because I did not ask for permission to use those ones. There's certain ones I don't ask for permission just because I don't know, like it was really sweet and beautiful, and yet it's almost like I'm making a call for them, saying I don't know if you guys would be comfortable, just because I pick up that they're very quiet and I almost perceive a no answer, so I don't ask some of them. So yeah, on occasion that happens. All right, we have another ride all queued up here. Let's go ahead and see if we can find this individual. Hopefully I'm on the right side of the street. Sometimes I don't know if I'm going to be on the right side, but here we are. I think I will be on the right side, yeah.
And red light camera in 300 meters. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
My day is definitely winding down. I think I have maybe just under an hour left to work. Okay, I don't see this person. Let me see if my skills at parallel parking will serve me well. Especially in this slush and ice. There we are. Bingo. We nailed it. Okay. I'll just watch for this individual here. Let's see. I think this is that place. Yeah, this is definitely the place. So when I pull up, I usually try to be on the lookout so I can run and grab the door for them when they walk out of their place. Oh, that's the person there. Grab the place here. Thank you. You're very welcome. It's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
So weird. It says you were 5 minutes away when you answered.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, and then when I first booked you, it said 1 minute away.
Oh, man.
And then it said you were dropping someone off, and then 5 minutes, and then you were here. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, shucks. Well, I'm on your schedule, John.
It's all good.
My name is Binyam, by the way.
Hi, Binyam. I'm John. How
Wanted
you
to
doing?
give you a quick heads up. I have a live stream going on because I love sharing amazing conversations with my followers. I wanted you to know, just in case you didn't feel comfortable, I'm happy to.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
You're welcome, man. Welcome to the end of your Monday, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I still got a lot more to go.
Oh, seriously?
I feel like there's 26 hours in my day.
Oh, man. Hold on. 26 hours worth of work in like 24 hours.
No, because I get up at 5.
Yeah.
And I go to bed around 10:30, 11.
Oh, that's a long day.
Right? So, you know.
That's a long day.
Yeah.
What is it you do?
I own my own business. Then I do consulting service. Plus, I own rentals and a bunch of other things. What is this?
Those are chargers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can like choose the one you need for yours. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is it you power the battery, or is it? Oh, you charge the battery. This unit is charged. Right?
No, if you pull these,
Yeah?
it's,
I see.
it's like a roller,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I have it plugged into a power source down here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay. Never saw that before.
it's one of those things. I found them on Amazon.
Mhm.
It's quite helpful. Yeah, it's kind of nice when you're en route and you're low on juice.
And did you get winter tires put on?
I did.
Yeah. When did you get them? This morning or yesterday?
No, I got mine maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
When it was nice and
When it
warm,
was nice.
When there was no light.
Oh my goodness. Actually, there's still a lineup. I think there was one skip of snow we got like maybe a month ago or so. It was just a tiny one there, right? But this one here looks like it's
Yeah, this is that. We're
gonna
done.
stick
We're done
around.
because it's going to snow again Thursday and Saturday.
Oh goodness, okay.
And it's minus 10, 11, and 12, right?
Ice is gonna be a factor as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll be. And what part of the world are you from?
Ethiopia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same as my driver this morning.
No way.
Yeah, and his wife is from Eritrea.
Oh no way. So they were like, neighboring
Yeah, your
countries.
neighbors, yeah.
Which is intriguing because like they don't have the best relationship.
No, and their favorite food is pasta.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm on my way. I'm in the car. Volva. Volva or Volvo? I don't know his name. Volvo. Let's say Volva. His name is Volva. I just talked to him because he said he just finished, and it took a long time. Yeah, but where he's from, there was hardly any snow, he said. He's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it. He might come back today, he said. So he texted me, I think around 12 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago, saying he's on his way home, he's going to eat, he's going to load his snowblower into some other things and come back again. The issue that he has is that, because it was 10 degrees yesterday, the snow that hit actually turned to ice. Well, if he did it this morning, then he'd have to come back. But, you know, it's always a gamble because these guys don't want to do their snow twice in one day, right? And it's not a lot of money that we're paying them either, you know? Like, it's, when you actually think of it, 4 hours, 3 hours, You know what I mean? My gosh, that's a lot of work. Anyways, I'll see you home pretty soon. We have to figure out a way to get back to Germain, and I'll have to, maybe if you drive me, and I'll see if I can get a battery for my, if this remote control works, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to find the other one somehow, okay? Tonight, because I can't spend any more time. I booked an appointment with Scott tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Yeah, there's nobody on the street right now. We're just coming home now. Yeah, it's good. I'll drive both ways, okay, hon? And I booked a call with Scott for tomorrow morning to meet with him at the bottom, and the reason why is because I think I'm just going to let him know my plan. Right? I'm just going to say, here's what I'd like to do, okay? It's not enjoyable. I'm not enjoying working with him anymore. And today was quite evident, huh? 6 months. I'll give 6 months, and then I want 2 years. I want him to pay me 2 years severance. Yeah. I know it's a fetch, but you know what? It could be worse. I think Ineos is going to leave, and I think Torkson's going to leave. So between those two cases, like 400,000, 500,000. So those are huge cases. The only thing, if we didn't sell when I sold, the only thing is I could have sold in 2021, but I can't sell now because I lost the big ones. Right? And if I lose Centerra, that will be combined about 750, 800,000 for the 3 cases. It's a substantial amount of money. Right? And how we get paid, we got paid 7 times that, so that's about 5 mil. Okay, so I'm glad we sold when we did. I wasn't enjoying it for a while, but you know what? Persevered, and we're out of it. Okay, I'll see you in about 2 minutes. Bye. Sold my company.
Oh wow, that's a big deal.
Hmm?
That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Was it bittersweet?
Hmm?
Bittersweet?
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm always used to being by myself.
Yeah.
Right? Now you work for someone else. And I don't work, and I just don't enjoy it some days, right?
Yeah.
I like being on my own.
On your own schedule, right? Yeah. I left a really good gig to come back to do this full time and sort of pursue some things. But once you've sampled that entrepreneurial sort of option, it's a hard thing to go back, isn't it? Yeah.
How can you be the president for 8 years and then be the vice president?
Wow. Aye. That's a rough.
I'm the house on the corner here. On the top.
Should I turn around the corner here?
Yeah, you turn right here.
Awesome.
And right here, where the driveway is, the double driveway on the left.
On the left, awesome. Let me back in there so you can.
This is good. Anywhere here is good.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. This is perfect.
It was my pleasure meeting you for a few moments, Sean.
Yeah, thanks again. You have a great day. You working till what time tonight?
I'm actually almost done. I start early as well. I started at 3 this morning.
Oh wow.
So
airport runs?
Airport runs, absolutely. This morning, everyone's like, let's get out of here.
Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye, John. That's really sweet. Okay, half an hour left. Where am I going? I'm gonna go left here. I hope you guys are enjoying this access to my space as an Uber driver. I was just thinking while driving and overhearing his conversation, I was thinking about how beginnings are really powerful, right? Beginnings are something impacting because it's in the beginning you find out just how much drive you have in the course of where you're going. And so, for example, for me, here I am with an ambition of reaching hundreds of thousands of you, with this theme of integrity and inspiring you towards living with it. But here we are at the outset at 0 folks currently on live stream, and that's totally okay with me. Like I'm not concerned at all. You know, I'm like, hey, it could be at 0 here like 10 months from now, and I would still be okay because we are building a library of credibility and consistency as we progress forward, finding our people and inspiring others as well. So I'm really grateful for that. So grateful. Okay, we're coming up just in a minute here to our next ride. There's a lot of really unique names here. So when I see a unique name, I have no idea who I'm picking up. Are they male or female? Are they like, where are they from? Like so many interesting things that I'm about to find out when I actually meet them, right? So it's kind of fun. It's getting dark already, and it's not even 5 o'clock yet here. I'm just pulling down my pants over my new boots. My poor new boots that aren't getting the kind of workout that they were designed for. But I'm looking for every opportunity to jump out into the snow in them. They're really comfortable though. Very comfortable. At some point, I would like to appoint a moderator to help me keeping the chat clean. Earlier, there was someone who came on that was being inappropriate. If that happens, so you guys just ignore them. I'm good at ignoring people. I think they're probably just looking for that kind of, oh, that guy just ran through a red light. Ooh. He was looking at a further green light to turn green, and he can go, I guess. Thanks. Anyway, yeah, if you see inappropriate stuff happening, they're probably just looking for a response, most likely, and so I would just ignore them, you know? Yeah. Alright, here's my next ride. Hello there!
Hey.
How are you?
Not bad.
Nice to meet you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
It's a little mucky out there, isn't it? My name is Binyam.
Ashwin.
Nice to meet you. Just, I wanted to give you a quick update here, Ashwin. I have a live stream going on here.
Okay.
I do value your privacy, so if you don't want your voice or anything on there, I want to honor that as well.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to the end of your Monday, too.
Thank you.
We made it through this gong show of stuff. This isn't your first winter here, I'm guessing.
No.
No. You feel you're seasoned in it.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Calgary winters?
Yeah, I've been here for a decade.
A decade. So you also take note of how amazing our fall was this year, eh?
Okay.
Oh, man. It's nice at this moment now when there's a lot more melting going on, but it may turn into something else soon here, I imagine.
I believe it's going to snow in the night too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm just doing a collective sigh of resigning for all of us. Where are you from, Ashwin?
So what do you think?
Just gonna guess China. Just kidding, just kidding. India? India. Which part of India?
Take a wild guess.
Okay. I know there's north, south, east, and west. I'm gonna guess north?
South.
South, okay. Because in the north is where Delhi is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How long has Canada been home for you?
12 years.
Okay. I'm from Ethiopia myself.
Let's see.
Yeah. Grew up in Kenya, but I was quite young when I moved here. Yeah, Nairobi.
I think I have someone in my friend from Kenya, Nairobi.
Yeah. There's quite a community of East Indians there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's really surprised me though? I went back for a visit a decade ago, and I was pretty amazed at how many Chinese are in Africa now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like there's a lot of investment going on there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming. I was like, wow, like they are more at home here than I was, right? It's, yeah. I wouldn't have been able to see that coming decades ago. China still surpasses India population-wise, right?
No, not anymore.
Really? It's shifted?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I think it's been almost a year.
Wow. Okay, so it's fairly recent then.
Yeah, pretty recent.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
I distinctly remember a cartoon made by a German newspaper showcasing India's population.
Okay.
Basically, the cartoon is like, it's a train.
Yeah.
And people are inside and outside and topside.
I've seen those pictures, like just hanging on, right? Like, yeah.
So they made a cartoon showcasing India's population.
Imagine trying to implement health standards and safety standards in that setting.
You would be surprised.
Yeah?
It's better than here.
Oh, okay. How so?
If you come to southern India,
yeah,
the amount of hospitals and doctors
yeah,
available, you don't need an appointment there.
Oh wow. Really?
Yes, you don't have free health, but health is much more accessible to anyone. There are government hospitals and there are private hospitals. So people who have money, they can go to private.
Yeah.
People who don't, they can go to government.
Okay. Are the government ones overrun or not necessarily?
Sometimes yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes no.
Okay.
But I would say there would be at least one hospital in every 50 kilometers.
Oh wow. Huh. I'm trying to think of the determining factor for a doctor to practice in a government versus private.
Same. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You still have to study from a medical college, which is government.
But like, is there more incentive pay-wise to like be a doctor?
You can't jump directly into a private sector.
Okay.
Unless you've done a certain years in government.
Oh, I see.
It's mandatory.
Ah. Okay, so that's how they figure that out. That makes sense then.
I think at least 5 years.
5 years, eh?
And you'll be transferred each year to each part of India.
Oh, really? So it's almost like the military service, right? Because like you get dispatched to wherever.
It depends upon what is your specialties or the house urgency and where you choose where you go.
Okay.
But yes, you can't decide where you want to go. You just get a lot and okay, this is the place I'm going to go.
I know a lot of people go to like foreign countries for their training professionally.
I do have few friends who went to China and did MBBS.
Okay.
And when they came back, I think there was some kind of issues or something and they couldn't finish it or it was not like recognized in India.
Oh wow, okay.
So they had to go somewhere else.
Huh.
Well, Canadians also do the same. They go to Caribbeans or...
Right. But I'm just thinking about those contexts in which sometimes it's not even recognized where you got your training from for whatever differential that happens in their education. But India is definitely a continent I have big aspirations for experiencing one day.
You should.
I anticipate I'll experience such a different ideological way of seeing the world that may be helpful in challenging like my current perspectives, which I appreciate too. But also that density of people there. I mean, I like being around people for sure. This is my first city proper in Canada since we've moved here.
Where you were before?
In Kamloops, BC.
Kamloops, oh,
yeah.
okay.
Tiny, right? Small in comparison. That's where I basically grew up, in smaller settings than that too. Yeah,
but it's still beautiful.
Yep, yep. It's beautiful. I just know I like being around where there's lots of people. I like being in that nucleus of where ideas are evolving and shifting and so on. But yeah, India, Asia, really. It's next level, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
How long?
After living here for this long, and I go back.
Yeah.
Like I do get overwhelmed here and there, especially driving in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit hard.
When you moved here, did you move here by yourself?
Yeah. I came here as a student.
Yep.
I did have my uncle here.
Yeah.
So lived with him for a few years. And once I graduated,
and then you just stayed and made it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I was so young, so like that decision was made for me. But in hindsight, I'm grateful. Like I'm really grateful. Yeah. Because watching immigrants even now, like today, it's far more challenging, wouldn't you say? Like to sort of find your established space, especially with the conversation of immigration. Definitely.
With the current scenario, yes.
Yeah.
But I kind of think it's easier. To a certain extent, it was.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Gotcha.
Anyway, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Same of you.
Hope to see you again along the way.
See you then.
Okay, bye. We are, let's see here, 20 minutes away from finishing. 20 more minutes. We're on the tail end of our day here. I have a reservation request, but it's not worth my time because they send you like reservations requests where you can choose like, and it's kind of locked in, like that ride is locked in to you if you can make it there on time. But sometimes you're like driving halfway across the city for not much yield, you know, so I usually check that out. Just checking my email here. Right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my way back home. And in the course of making my way back home, we'll see if there's another ride that sneaks in for us. Come on, are you going to let me through? Yes, you are. I am at the end of my day. I've given a full day, and it was worthwhile. It was sweet. It was wonderful. Met some fantastic people. I embarked on this experiment here of live streaming, and I think it's gone well. I'm excited to see some of the replays in the recordings. Yeah, this really filled up my cup. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can devote some time tonight. I've got, like I say, quite a few videos that I have yet to upload, but I'm so excited about doing this a lot more with y'all. And if you have any ideas for how I can do this better, I'm so happy to hear them and consider them. So please send me any suggestions, and I'm more than happy to interact with you there. Oh, I was mentioning earlier, as this community grows, I'm going to find my people along the way. You know, those who are following and participating and contributing. So, yeah, like trust takes some time to build, right? It takes some time to build trust, and in the course of doing so, I'm just acknowledging a new ride that just came in, so I'll have to go and pick that person up. I figure it may be my last ride of the day, I think. Maybe second last ride, we'll see. Nonetheless, all I have to say, I'll be looking for like-minded, kindred individuals who would be willing to help me keep, moderate, really, in the chat when I'm online, because I won't be able to do that while I'm driving. But until I get a chance to do that, friends, would you be willing? I anticipate that there will be those who are being inappropriate and just looking for that kind of reception where they can do their shenanigans. I'd be thrilled if you would just ignore them when that happens. Just like one of the powerful antidotes that I've come to experience is being able to put people on ignore when they're trying to look for a reaction because they're doing some things that are just out of bounds, right? So, yeah, please just disregard or ignore these individuals, and we'll deprive them of the attention that they were seeking. All right, we are now just, oh, I could have taken a turn. Oh, wow. I'm just a minute out from picking up this next rider. It's getting dark now. It's going to get icy and sketchy out here. When am I going to start driving again? My goal maybe is 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. 2 o'clock. I don't think many of you will be up then, but thankfully these live streams are also recorded, and you can catch up on those later. But yeah, that'll be an early morning, but it's a lot of fun when you enjoy it, and I so enjoy what I get to do. I'm so grateful that I get to do what I get to do. Waiting for me, yeah. I think this is them. Yeah, this must be them. Hello all, for Ryan. Welcome, how are y'all?
Good, how are you?
Come on in. We got space. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Sometimes I tell people I'm terrible just to see if they were listening. Guys, I just want to give a quick heads up. I do have a live stream going on, but I mentioned that just because not everyone's comfortable. It's just me on the camera in the dark here or whatever.
Oh,
but
that's okay.
yeah,
That's
if you guys are okay with that. Cool. My name is Binyam.
Nice to meet you.
I'm guessing Ryan, let me see. I got 2 out of 3 guesses here. I know Ryan is not behind me.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
I shouldn't say that because it could be, right? Yeah. After I met a male Jessica one time, I said, I've learned my lesson. I won't be so presumptuous anymore. All right. So, my guess is you in the middle, Ryan.
Yes, that's correct.
May I learn your name behind me?
Oh, Iris.
Nice to meet you, Iris. And you are?
Hadi.
That was my next guess.
Nice.
I'm kidding.
I'm not Persian.
You're not Persian, did you say?
No.
Okay. What are you?
Lebanese.
Lebanese. And there's a big difference, right?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Okay. Iris, I was gonna ask you, did you ever ask your parents why they named you Iris? It's a beautiful name, but did you ever like find out why Iris?
Not really. My mom thought it was just a nice name, and then she's like, "This is the name."
Have you
before or after Corona, Iris?
Oh, that was terrible. How do you guys maintain this friendship? Just kidding. That was pretty good, actually. I was gonna say Iris. So, have you met another by the same name though?
A few times when I'm working.
Oh, okay. So you have met other Irises.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a young Iris though?
Like, I think there was someone older than me by a couple of years named Iris.
Okay, so that counts. That counts. It strikes me as like one of those, like, you know, once upon a time old names.
Yeah.
But this one actually, I don't know. There's some names that are like Helma. I think is like an old name. They're like, oh, that's a unique name for. But like Iris still is like Rose. It's one of those ones that still has traction, I feel.
Yeah.
What's in you guys' itinerary for the evening?
Dinner and then
he's flying.
And then I'll fly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Were you here just visiting?
Yeah. I was visiting for a few days.
Yeah.
But like, how do you guys know each other then?
Long story.
Okay.
Long story.
We used to work together.
We used to work together.
Yeah.
All three of you?
No, me and Iris.
Oh, yes.
And Ryan visited and we started hanging out.
So he's like the outsider.
Yeah.
Okay, you were working together once upon a time here.
No.
It was like
It's
down in
it's 3
interior.
hours from here.
Yeah, so down in interior BC.
Oh, where?
Like
Sparwood?
Sparwood.
Oh, yeah. I grew up in Kamloops.
Oh.
Yeah, in
That was way bigger than Sparwood.
It is, yes. That's
yeah. I've been like 3 times.
Okay. Okay. And then you went back home.
And then I went back to Vancouver to finish my master's.
Okay. In what?
I'll graduate 28.
But your master's in what? Sorry.
Oh, in mining.
Mining. Okay. And then after you finish your studies, then you're going.
After I finish my study, I need to find work.
But
I don't know where I'm going.
But now you're just going back to your country for a visit.
I'm going back to Vancouver just to graduate.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to go back to Lebanon.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. All these options.
I prefer finding a job first.
Fair. You know, I find it significant, like your friendship though, because here you are, like it's been however long since you've last seen each other, but you're still making time to come out here for a visit, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And we're going next week to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Oh,
next week.
It was not long enough, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And the week after,
This gives us a little excuse to travel.
Absolutely. Are you guys like gonna drive to Vancouver or flying?
We're flying.
Flying. Isn't that amazing? Like 12 hours versus like 2 hours maybe at the most?
Yeah.
Oh man. This morning I was driving quite a few people to the airport and I was just thinking, man, it's like whiteout conditions here, snow, and yet like we still can make these airplanes work in this kind of setting. And they know where each other are at, like in the air. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I find
Vancouver is really terrible.
Especially when it snows.
Yeah. Just a little bit of snow, they don't even have.
I
Just have
know.
manual shovels.
We're more used to it here.
Yeah.
More prepared for it.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was telling me this morning how like most people don't feel they need winter tires. So when you even get the smallest amount of snow, it's just gong show, right?
Yeah.
And I've been there when that happens too. Like, yeah.
They say they won't put winter tire for just 2 weeks, right? Because it snows 2 weeks. But when it snows, everyone starts panicking.
Yeah. And they try to make it happen, but it just doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Especially on those hills.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, so once I was going to university.
Yeah.
And the bus driver was like, okay guys, just go down. I can't drive anymore.
Oh.
I was like, what does that mean? So I ordered an Uber.
It's like you're on your own.
Yeah.
Good luck. And so in essence, this is like the Last Supper before.
Yeah. And like once on the train, they were like blocked by snow. And like the police were like trying to break the snow with hockey sticks.
Oh wow. Wow.
I swear this was
The
my
most
first week.
Canadian
This was
thing
my
ever.
first week.
That's crazy. Actually, when I drove down to Vancouver to visit my brothers like last winter, there's a new law. It's new to me at least, but you're not allowed on the Coquihalla anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you have winter tires.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's very dangerous.
It is.
There's always
Yeah.
accidents.
Yeah.
They were working on sort of that. The process also easier to
Same thing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even as true. Not even
That's what we like in
It's
And-
very wide too.
There was like a police check on the way back home. Yeah, everyone had to go through it. Like they kind of funneled everyone into this one lane, and they were checking tires, making sure that everyone had them. And then if you passed, then they gave you like a jug of like antifreeze and a little scraper thing. All right. It's like, all right, thanks. Yeah, they just had it like stuffed into their trunks, and they were just going back and forth. It was funny. It was. Are you looking forward to being done your masters though?
Sorry?
Are you looking forward to finishing?
Yeah, I'm already done. I just need to graduate.
Oh, I see.
Even now, I'm searching for jobs.
Oh, I see. Is that stressful?
Yes, more than the masters.
It's always
But like, you'll find it. They say you didn't even graduate yet, right? So somehow, one way or another, you'll find it. Job in Calgary.
I was gonna say Vancouver is like a really tough place, isn't it?
And expensive.
Oh, that too. That too. I'm trying to remember. Oh, there it is, right on the corner there. Awesome. I've never been to that place. Have you guys?
First time for me.
You're gonna find out. Okay. I've heard good things. I was gonna ask you if you had been there, if you can confirm, but
also heard good things. So
Good things or bad things?
good things. Yeah. Let's choose the worst option here and just confirm that it is the worst option.
we're gonna choose a good place so then he'll come back.
I want to find a job here.
Yeah.
Can I work
We're
in
trying to
this place?
convince him.
No, it's like the
Come work here.
Chinese restaurant we have in have the singles. Oh wait, it's not one. You know which one I'm talking
Yeah.
Nice to meet
All
you
right.
all.
Thank you.
Safe travels, man.
about. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You guys too.
Yes.
I'll watch out for you along the way.
Thank you.
You're
Take
very
care.
welcome. Bye, Iris.
Bye.
All right, guys. I think we have one last ride here. 5 minutes left. All right, let's do this. One last ride. We're gonna sneak through a back alley here to get to our destination. Oh, there's a truck in my way. Oh, darn. All right. As you can see, I'm fairly dark. Let me see if I can turn the light on here, though. Yeah, that's much better. Now you can see me much easier, right? Okay. Ooh, can I make it past here? I don't know. It's sketchy. I don't know. Let's try. Let's try. Oh my. This is a challenge. Yes, it is. Whew. I think we made it. We made it. Whew. I appreciate a good challenge, but that was a challenge. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. wonder if it wouldn't be more fun to record what's happening in front of me then. Just the camera always on me. We'll see. So what I often like to do is just kind of peek ahead on my map to get an idea of where I'm going, because then I can figure out if there's a better route than the map is suggesting. Than the map is suggesting. Or additionally, I also like if I'm familiar with the area and I know where I'm going, I'd rather not be looking at my map. I'd rather be aware of what's going on around me or interacting with my rider. So that's what happens there. But I have a strong feeling that this will be our last ride of the night. It's a good day today, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. The joys of rush hour. Patiently plodding through all these lineups, and traffic lights and pedestrians, all trying to vie for their interests. Hello, Donna. Yes, welcome. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
I am well, Donna.
My number is 6906.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Donna, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
I wanted to give you a quick heads up. I have a live stream going on, and I wanted to protect your privacy so you're not on the camera at all.
Okay.
But I just wanted you to have notice of that as well, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not on camera right
You're
now?
not on camera at all, no.
Thanks.
No, yeah, I value consent immensely, and so I want to make sure that we're not forgoing that. Welcome to the end of your Monday, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now all that's left is just to get you home.
Yes.
I will follow a similar schedule fairly soon.
Oh, good. How was your day?
It was really
First snow day, eh?
It was very productive, Donna. Really productive. I mean, it was challenging for sure, but I feel fairly. How can I say? I'm aware of the dynamics I'm not in control of.
Yes.
Despite yes.
We got to just let it go, right?
Absolutely.
Just work with it.
Yep, exactly. And so, yeah, I set my expectations fairly, reasonably. And so here I am at the end of the day, so grateful that I've seen so many cars in the ditches and so many others that didn't have, better luck.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, just that contrast makes me grateful.
Yeah. Well, you make sure you get home safe.
I will. I'm actually just, within the neighborhood here too, so.
Oh, good.
I know, it's pretty amazing. So it was a very good day.
Well, I could have driven, but I was just going to pick up a prescription at this time of day and finding parking. And, oh, forget it.
Yeah. No, this is a far.
I just have a car alone right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I just thought, no, this is much. I'm not feeling that good, so this is much easier.
I'm sorry to hear, by the way.
That's all right. It's nothing contagious, so don't worry about that.
I'm not concerned about that, but nonetheless, it's not fun when you're in that zone.
Yeah, exactly.
earlier this morning I was reflecting on what it was like a generation ago when we'd have to make this work, right? It's like get the horses all hitched up, carriage, and I'm glad we live in this time.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for that. Is this your building on the right here?
It is.
Okay. Let me see if I can just pull over this way.
Yeah.
Do you want to sneak out this side here?
Oh, sure.
And that way you won't have to go around. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you,
Have a
Donna.
nice day.
And same to you, dear.
Nice
Hope you feel
evening,
better
yes.
soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
And just like that, let's see here. I may have just 2 more minutes, maybe? Nope, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Well, thank you for joining me on this first day of recording a live stream while doing Uber. Oh. I am so elated that I got to bring you for a few hours. It was just, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours today? Maybe 4 hours worth of time with me. Like I say, I spend about 12 hours a day. I beefed up my data package so that I could sustain 12-hour lengths. However, yeah, tomorrow we'll try again. And like I said earlier, I'm gonna aim for a 2 a.m. No, 2 or 3. We'll see. 2 or 3 early. The nice thing is I can choose, and I'll just go online whenever, and I'll go on for a good 12, 14 hours, I think. But I'd love for you guys to join me and make some memories with me as we meet some stellar people that I get to interact with and meet along the way. But thank you so much for indulging me and for sharing this experience. It's been, I don't know, I'm still excited. Still excited. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.